it through. Let's look at YouTube. Takes it a minute to get going.
Don't forget to take your shots when you get there, though.
Oh yeah, I want to get, this is moving a little, drifting a little bit. That's the problem with having it zoomed in too much. Oops. It'll record a timestamp, so I'll do it at, again at 9:30. Do you see any shadow?
No. Oh yeah.
Is that drifting? Do you see it drifting on you? It's too high.
Nyla!
Okay. Sammy, no! I'm gonna put you in a damn room, dude. Okay. I need to change my Facebook thing to this one now. Okay. No.
Sammy. You always well behaved.
It's a new person that is not up here with us.
You know something about Sammy don't like females though.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, he doesn't. He says a weird thing with women.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, he's been doing that.
Let's turn the exposure down a little. It's getting too bright.
Sammy, you do that.
Our exposure was getting a little clipped in the highlights. I can't get an A-pod if it's clipped.
Oh, is that right? Anything that's clipped, it doesn't go to A-pod?
No, they don't like clipped. How do you make that move a tiny amount? There. Keep it like that. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna send to my dad live.
So now it's up, it's clear now.
Let's send that to my dad. Okay, yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah,
Posted it here.
How
No! No! Stop it! Come here. I'm gonna put him in another room. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
He's a very good dog.
I know, he's very good now. Come here, we're having it live, streaming it live.
I didn't realize you guys were.
Yes, I have to
I was about
live
to
stream
come
it
up.
from up here. Is what we were doing.
Yeah, well, they said it's
Oh.
okay, we're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So we
You're
live
on
streaming
camera
right now,
there.
Right? You're on YouTube right now.
This is
Anybody that comes to YouTube, you have some friends that want to see, send them the link. They can actually see it right now. Send it to your mom.
yeah, this is live view of our YouTube channel.
Scott, send it to
Right
my
here
email.
with live chats. There, nobody's chatting. Nobody's even watching. This is the so. Oh, that little analytics window. Where is it?
Is that yours?
Hmm?
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
That's the security cams for the front yard.
Yeah, so that's the car.
Yeah, where's that analytics? YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. There. There it
You want
is.
to open the
Okay.
paper or are you good?
I was gonna ask for a Wi-Fi password because I've been writing it like in my notes so
Oh,
far.
go to Phoenix One.
Okay.
It's
I'll have to.
We'll bring it up here.
Yeah.
it's I have it's like a free password. I could write it for you here.
Oh, yeah, that would probably work. Thank you.
You want to,
Yeah, that's
open
like the
on paper?
guest.
I can sit up here for a bit though.
Yeah, okay. I'm still with us for a little bit. And then, it's going to be a while.
Oh.
is right in Australia.
Oops, sorry.
Phoenix 1, it's all lower. Ariana, CAZ. That's the network and the password for it.
Okay, thank you.
My daughter Ariana's
Oh.
Cunningham, Arizona. Pi. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, here
You
we
have
go.
any friends that are interested, you send them the link.
Oh, let me send you the link, and you can send it to whoever you want.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna send it to Texting Pro.
Okay.
You know, we'll find it.
There. There's your link.
Okay. There we go.
So there's. Oh, watch what happens to the YouTube when I put stuff over here. If I put stuff on here.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that there. But if I put this, what I'm watching, watch this. You've seen this happen before.
Mm-hmm.
Because then another window will go on, then another
then the
one,
window will
and
go.
it'll just go like a mirror, like when you have
Right.
two mirrors, like that.
We'll bring another one on there.
Yeah, and it'll just keep going forever.
And it gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah. So we put that back on. That's why I have separate over here.
You're still doing that.
It'll just keep going, yeah, until we take it off. Yeah. Okay. So we're waiting for our millions of viewers. Where are they? No chats. I don't need that anymore. We can just look at this. So the shadow should, I'm not sure which side it's going to creep in from, but we'll see it. About every 10 minutes, I'm going to take a snapshot, and then I'm going to kind of arrange them like in a big circle, because this is going to get really dark and really reddish when that shadow actually comes in from the Earth shadow actually will block it out. Will totally eclipse the moon, and that'll be at midnight. That'll be like 2.5 hours, about 2 hours. If we could look at what does Chuck have?
Oh, his, alright.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, the partial doesn't begin for 44 minutes. Okay. I think we're in the penumbra.
No, penumbra is when it's actually behind the Earth, though. I think we're in the number, or what? Because the penumbra is when it actually gets behind.
Well, there's like an outer shadow and then an inner
inner
shadow. Yeah.
The number's the outer shadow.
I think that outer shadow is starting, but it's really hard to see.
Hello, everybody. I know I see a lot of you saying hi to me. Hi.
See, we're supposed to get views like him, like 2,800 people watching him, and we have one watching us now.
You took a huge break. Now you're kickstarted. Gotcha. I saw one of your pictures in the Discord.
So people from our live stream can see that one. I could actually put, let's see, we could put
Hello,
Chuck's on
everybody.
here and just share Chuck's on our live stream. Okay. How many people are watching? One view and
Welcome,
then
Tracy.
Oh,
yeah, we don't have any
Tracy.
viewers.
We're not crazy yet.
Oh, I should send it to Tanya.
Well, he can watch our work. Oh, baby, it's so perfect.
Tanya. Yeah, she'll be back here in an hour anyway to watch it. For sure. Okay.
Yeah, South Park saying that. You know whatever we say is going out there now. It says you should be back here in an hour. You heard it. You heard it playing back.
Oh, yeah.
Like every conversation here is
Yeah, I have to turn the volume down, or else it'll just echo. The viewers will hear it. So you have to turn your own volume down, or else it'll get. If I hear it over the speakers, this will pick it up, and it'll go through YouTube.
Oh, let's go. Let's go into our drive. I pushed some stuff there. The Google Drive.
Oh,
Yeah. Whilst we're waiting, I had some.
got lots of stuff in there. Vincent files.
Yeah, and I put them in. In like
Which
the soul.
ones?
With all of them. I think I had one for the soul. I had one for the.
The Soul. That's old. Like new?
Yeah, new. I just posted a new one.
Oh,
there.
March 11th.
Yeah, I posted a new one there. That I just worked on. Actually, I did a couple things after we did that. Remember after we did that
Oh,
little
okay.
training?
Let's
Yeah.
look.
And I had one. I had them found the fish. I had one the seagull too. That I just did after that.
Yeah, start. You can just make a link like I have, like for Nixcloud, and just use that. You can just
Okay.
click.
So
You
then
just,
throw it on.
you can just drag and drop.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy to
There's
drag
one
that
from
stuff
yours. Your stuff is right here.
Yeah, actually, I didn't get that thing within the GIA stuff wouldn't even
Oh, you haven't put anything in there.
yeah, no, I didn't put anything in here. I put it back on there because I thought they said we wanted to put in raw files here, so I put it on the Google Drive.
This is your raw data. This is everything. I've been storing all of your
Right,
all your
from
new
my
stuff
old,
out
right,
there,
exactly.
and your new stuff is.
And I've even been
getting put in.
starting to process some stuff in there. I had a
And your new stuff is in 2012. This is all from that computer out there.
I had
This
the Veil
is-
Nebula. Actually, I had some stuff from the Veil Nebula that I processed the other day. From
Okay,
there.
but you wanted your soul.
Yeah, and then I had a couple. Actually, I had the fish too. I did the fish head. See, this was the soul I did after we
It's
redid.
really dark. Kind of overcooked that a little bit.
So it's like do like
Yeah, see, you have like no detail in here, and it's all that noise. You have to get the noise out before you combine it.
I did the with this. I actually did blur exterminator and did the noise before I even started.
How do you have that much? What did you do to this to get all that?
I think I used that histogram thing. You
Local histogram
Right.
equalization.
Right.
Yeah, I usually set that kind of up around 200 in the amount. Make that really low, and just kind of leave that at about 2. And just do it just like a little tiny bit. Like you can, like if you crank that up, that's gonna just really overcook it. I do it way down here like this. And then I kind of play with this number to get this is a scaling factor. Usually put around this area is pretty good. Like that, but it's already way too contrasty.
So it seems like it's too dark. So I wanted to go to the GHS and try to almost get some of the dark out.
Yeah, it should kind of look like soul. You see soul,
No,
soul, heart.
you have them in the numbers though. You don't have them in the name. What was that? Pleiades.
Right here. Yeah, this final cropped slightly. Did I crop that? Yeah, like a much like way where you've actually got you still have details in that little area there. This is all just dark. Right there, you want it a little bit more misty.
So it's just like GHS to just bring the darker side out a little bit, or
Well,
and the type is different from this scope too. So it always comes clearer than this scope.
Well, it's like, where's your original stuff? I could
Okay.
redo it. Yeah, this is going to be another 40 minutes, so we can play with this stuff. Let's keep that up here. Let's look at this one. Where's your...
We'll go back. I had a fish too. I did a fish head. And I think I did.
You have to go back to here.
And I did the seagull again.
Let me look at my, see if there's any comments in our... It's not ours. Where's ours? Right there. Nothing.
I sent the link. I think I'm going to came there yet.
Where's our analytics?
Alexa, what's the weather?
Yeah, we don't even have any views. Okay.
Just when John I tried to be asleep. What time is it in Ghana right now? You can send it to your mother. I'll send
It's
it to her link.
4:32. I sent it to her.
You got a link?
Yeah, I sent
Oh.
it to her.
Okay, so...
She said she'll tune in later.
Yeah, it's not ready. It's not time yet. It's just.
Yeah, you'll see a shadow start going across.
I had the fish head too. So I had the seagull. I did a seagull too. I did one in the fish head too. I did one.
This one you did was nice. This
Bless you.
Bless you.
I don't want to blow any. I think
Coming down with something.
no, I'm getting over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had it for a week. Tanya had it like for 2 weeks. She's like almost over it. This is what I did with your
Right.
data. That's like this is a pain in the ass because doing it with the Google Drive. You keep having to download it over
All
and
the
over
time,
again.
right? Guys, if you want to download it,
I just get it right off the NAS if you add it on there. It's easy.
okay, now that's what I'm gonna do now. Then I'm gonna, because I told you
Yeah.
put the raw data on there, put the finished stuff here.
And then
And actually, I did some on the fish head too.
this was your best one. Was this rosette thing where we had it a little over purple in the middle, but the rest of it was really good. No, it wasn't this one. You had a better one than that. Yeah, I basically took that,
And did
took
it,
this,
right.
and then did that to it. And if do you ever use the control page down?
Yeah.
That makes it real easy to
See the difference.
see. I kind of no, I don't think I lost any detail. Maybe a tiny bit right there. But yeah, I kind of overcooked it just to make it. But you kind of want it, but somewhere between this and this. And it's really easy just to bang those controls all the way over.
But you said you used the local histogram.
Yeah, I did that, some curve stuff to it. Yeah, you can like use. Yeah, there's really no workflow. You just kind of look at it and say.
What do I need to?
I mean, it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. But if you just want to take the curve, you just want to make the brights a little brighter and then darken the. Kind of make it more, just make a S curve in there. And when you click this, you can see the before and after. It just makes it a little better just by doing an S curve in there. Just a tiny little S curve.
Stan's moon is getting dark.
See that? Just little stuff like that. Or you can just take that off and just go do it with this, with the local histogram. Let me get that faster processor in there soon. Is that it? Yeah, you can turn that one on and off too. Is that doing anything? Oh, right here. Yeah, there's a little bit. See it look right here. See that this get a little darker. Yeah, it's subtle, but it's doing a little bit. If we make it do a
So it's
little,
like micro adjustments now.
do like a little bit more, you'll see it. There, now you can
Okay,
see
right,
it.
exactly. Now you can tell.
So you do it just like a little bit. So just apply that.
So Stan, we're gonna see the partial eclipse at the exact same time, right?
This is kind of slow because it's.
It's the same for everybody?
Yes, it's even fast, but you should see mine. Because, I mean, you still have the video running and everything on there. So it should, you know.
Yeah, having just a beast of a computer really helps to have all this crap. So, yeah, see that purple is just kind of looks funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too much. That was done steps before here, and that's the kind of thing you can't undo. So you have to do it just very, very lightweight
I
stuff.
thought what I did was, so I added the cyan to the blue, but I think you should stay in the blue and add the cyan. I think I added the cyan by itself.
Yeah. So that's before local histogram equalization. That's after.
So just a subtle.
Just a little tiny bit. We'll go a long way. What else did you want to see in there?
So, and I did the fish too. Actually, I also did the fish head. And I posted it up on there, so we can pull it up and see it. But yeah, see, I have all the raw data, so I can still work on that. The result, for instance, I can go back and do it again. But now what I do is I save all the stuff.
Fish head.
Yeah, I added something there too.
March 11th and March 9th. Which one?
I don't know whichever was them. The one the latest one, the 11th one. Try the 11th one. Because I went back and redid everything after we did that little thing, and then I was like, okay, let me go back and do whatever I did.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing the noise stuff the right way. See all that? You're overcooked something in there.
But then you see, I still do initially, right, I do the blur and I do the noise before I even get them together.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff missing with all that. This yellow is blown out, is pegged. That yellow is clipped all the way to the.
But then also too, I don't let any of them go beyond 0.8. Like, I check that. I check all those, the brightest spot.
Well, when you then back it off a little bit more, then like 0.6.
Just keep. If we do 0.6, I see that the data is not.
Well, you can always stretch it afterwards. If you overstretch it, you can't go back and undo it, but you can always stretch it a little more, like all the way through the process. You don't have to get it maxed out right at when you first stretch it. You can always do it after. It's always better to underdo it than to overdo it because you can't undo it later.
Okay, so maybe start with like maybe even 7, and then just stack it like that, and then go back and.
I have some of your data, and let's see. Mention stuff. Do I have your? Oh, here we have it right here. Your fish head. Let's just do that. Is that getting darker over here?
This is getting darker.
Is it? Let's do another capture. Okay, so here's your fish head from the very beginning. Let's see. All this stuff.
What's that?
Oh, this is like a projection on time and date. Because you can't actually see the penumbra, but it shows you where it begins.
Oh, okay. Oh, the edges are little craters like this guy. This is Tycho. That's okay. That's about the right spot. So it's going to start going this way. The edge of the shadow is right here,
Mhm.
and that's going to move up this way. Okay.
Move up, down. Oh,
It looks
okay.
like it is getting a little
Yeah.
slightly darker there. I
That
want
makes
to keep
sense.
that same exposure through the whole Okay, so now I have here's all your raw fish head stuff. The first thing I do, I used to sharpen it, then take the stars out, but I just do the stars right off the bat.
Okay.
And I make sure you generate, and I use large overlap. That makes it work better. It takes longer, but it works better. And that uses the CUDA. If you look at here, you can see it. You can see the 3D on the GPU, and it usually we'll use all the memory too, but see it using the 3D
Mm-hmm.
on there. That means it's using the CUDA on the graphics processor. And it's already a third, almost half done. That's how you know if you got the CUDA set up right. So I want to make sure like every 10 minutes I want to get so at 9:50 I want to do this again. Oh, I should have called it. So I have to rename it. So that's almost done. You're off all week for the rest of the weekend. You don't
Yeah.
do okay.
I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't have to work
Okay,
today.
so this is S star. So what I do, let's just get rid of all that crap. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I do.
Oh, sorry, am I pushing
No,
on?
you okay?
Guys. So this is what I do over here. I set up stars and then those, and then what's this, H? So I have to do it twice. So just call that H. This is O. Oh, it makes it easy. Okay. And do that, and it'll just say O stars and O.
Right, so when it gets done, the name is already there.
Yeah, I don't have to do the identifier crap again. Yeah, this processor has 32 cores.
Oh, you just got a new processor?
That's the fan. That other one. Where's the processor? It should have been here. There it is.
Oh.
That's the top processor other than the Threadripper that's like $10,000. That was only 500 bucks. But that's a 32 thread, 16 core,
That's
9950.
gonna break through stuff like crazy.
That'll be about 3 times faster than this one.
Right. Way faster. I mean, you can get the other processing done.
Okay, so there's your H stars, and then your O. Wait, where's the stars?
You just minimize the O stars.
Oh, that is the star. Okay, that's the O. Okay, so I haven't done that. You do the H. Okay. Get the stars out of there. Is it 950 yet? Almost. Yeah, I can see it. Just a little.
Creeping up.
Just slightly darker there, and then the real shadow will hit, and it'll get very dark. And that's where I'll start shooting 2 exposures.
Mm-hmm.
One where I expose for this.
The one you expose.
I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna have to write that down so I remember, because I'm gonna have to switch back and forth.
Because then you can also do like a time lapse too, of it actually.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But I'm gonna separate it by 10 minutes. But I want to have exposures both where I have the bright part exposed, and then another set where I have this overexposed, and then the shadow part exposed with the red. So I have both, so I can pick,
Right.
see which one I like better. But that's when the red one starts. It's not going to be red yet. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so now we're done with the stars. We could actually do that in star combo, but we'll save that for later. So the first thing I do here
So okay, so let me tell you. So what I do is I do this blur and then the noise right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my settings on the blur are, you have to turn this off.
Right, I turned it off.
Because there's no stars. Set it at about one, around 2 somewhere, and then I'll crank this to like 0.65 or so, and just leave all
And
these
then what
off.
do you do to the stellar adjustments though? Because then since there are no stars, you don't have to come all the way back to, no, I mean the stellar adjustments.
They just stay at 0.
Okay.
I don't want to sharpen stars. There are no
But
stars.
there are no stars, right.
So just leave it at 0. This actually makes it negative. So just make it 0. There are no stars. It's not going to do anything. And then this is the PSF. That's what it should be if it calculated it with stars, and just based on what we see with the guiding, and when
Right.
we're shooting with Nina, it's around one or around 2 or so. This is not critical. It's not going to make a lot of difference. But
So do you use the GIA stuff, the GIAI stuff? The one that almost determines the location and stuff like
that's
that?
just for plate solving. Yeah.
Oh. But is that necessary though? What does that do? Is it?
It lets it find an exact plate solve of your actual image. So we'll do a blur on this.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, when it actually plays solves, does it have any impact on the outlook of the image?
All it does is store it in the header, the exact RA and deck,
Oh,
and then how wide it is, like how many pixels wide and tall, how many, like the field of view, like 1.63021.
So that when you post it on Astro Bend, it's gonna, is that what it means though? Is it kind of?
No, that Astro Bend does its own plate solve of your image. This one does an exact plate solve of your image in here, and it stores it. Like if you look over here, you can view the header, and this will have all that information, like what kind of, that's all the stuff in there. And there's the deck down to like way extremely accurate, like down to like 1,000th of a pixel. Like it's way more than you need.
So maybe you can
So
use
it's
that
solving
information.
that.
You can use that information for Astro Bend. You know how Astro Bend, some place they need that information. That's your exact.
It solves it. It has its own plate solver.
Oh, on Astro Bend. But I think you have to be a paid member to get that.
When you upload, it'll actually plate solve it.
But if you're not a paid member, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh.
Yeah, these are the little things. Yeah, that's different. Because I was trying to adjust mine and this thing. I can see the dark coming a little bit.
Yeah, I want to keep doing this every 10 minutes. Okay, but yeah, this is what it stores it in here. The RA and deck, this number and that number. That's the exact, I mean, that's very exact. You can do calculations with that. What it's good for too is it'll show you all these other objects. If you go annotate image, it'll annotate and show you galaxies, stars, it'll name everything in that image down to, it has a database of like 30 million galaxies. It'll show them to you in there. If you use this annotated image, which is pretty cool. You can solve. And it has the SPCC, like if you're doing the color stuff and you want the exact colors to match, it'll do that, but you have to have both. That's actually in here.
Actually, the SPCC one was right. That's what I was. But that's
the SP one. I have all those in there. These are all the files that I put on the Mixcloud. There's the DR3 spectral photo, and there's the DR3, which is just for plate solving. You have to have both. This is just plate solving. The other one is just for the colors information.
So that actually impacts the colors of the image.
If you run SPCC, you have to run this on the color image. Photometric color calibration. You have to run that. And
you pick the galaxy.
Yeah, I don't do this because we do SHO. We don't need it.
Right.
We're choosing our own colors.
Oh, so this is for the one.
This is for just galaxies.
Color. Oh, okay.
Like red, green for RGB for broadband. Okay, so let's see what this did. This is actually pretty. There's not much. Yeah, there's a little bit of noise. Let's see what the sharpening did. If you undo it, there. See, it got a little sharper there. Like that, not a lot. undo, redo. That's fine for now. But you want to run all the sharpening before you run the denoise. We could actually run this.
So means you have to run all the blare exterminator first.
Yeah.
Before you run.
Yeah, always do the sharpening before you denoise. So watch for 10 o'clock over here. Let's see if we have any viewers. No, I sent it to my dad. He must be going to bed. Nobody. 16 minutes. The partial eclipse begin. Yes, you can see he's getting darker. Gives us a little higher contrast on his screen there. His chats are going.
I think he does that all the time, right? That's why he has the followers already.
He's got 681,000 and 3,800 people watching it. He's got a fancy microphone now on a boom. That's where all his money's going that he's getting for this stuff.
So he gets paid for that?
Yeah, I think he gets free stuff. Yeah, let's sharpen that again. This could be a little sharper.
So then you can so you then run the blade again.
I'm
so
just going to do it again at 0.5, 0.48. Not quite. We had it at 0.65. So it's going faster now.
So you can even run the blade twice.
You run it 5, 6, 7, 30 times.
Okay. See, I only run it once, and I just assumed that maybe, but then I think it might be too much if you run it so much.
No, it's an AI thing. I think if once it gets to a certain point, it's not going to sharpen it anymore.
Right. It means it's
There, see how this is the second time. See how the second time it got it even better, like in these little details. So yeah, I think that's good now. This is good.
I think that's what my problem is, because I only run the blare once, and I figure, maybe I'll run it later when I stick them together.
Yeah, you don't want to run it later. It works much better if you do it before you do anything else. Okay, so let's do it on the sulfur. We can crank it up a little more, like 0.75. Let's just do that. This is a lot noisier. And also, the stuff that is really noisy, that's very faint, the blur exterminator is not going to do as much stuff like in this area, because there's nothing there for it to work with. So it's going to concentrate more on this, like the higher contrast areas, like this stuff. And it has a lot of smarts to it, like that's already done. And then look and see what it did. Go back and see what it did.
It didn't really do a lot though. It's not. You don't see any.
It didn't do a lot there, but it's subtle. Like look at the. I mean, it's.
Oh, okay.
It added quite a bit there.
Yeah.
You have to look at the.
The brighter.
You have to kind of. Yeah, it's not going to just pop out at you. You got to kind of look at it real close. And we could maybe do that one again, like at 50. Is it? Okay, 5 more minutes. I'll do it again. It goes pretty quick.
Well, the other people said I had gone at 8:14, 8:50 or so. That's when it's going to start. Like most of the news people said, it's going to start.
Yeah, that's when this outer shadow, when that real dark one doesn't start till about 10. Okay, so now let's see what that second one on the sulfur did. Yeah, that made a difference.
But it's still subtle though.
There, see it, watch it flicker there.
Okay, yeah.
Increase that. Okay, so I think that's okay. The oxygen's not going to have much. Let's just do that way up here, like 80, because we know we're going to do it twice. We're not going to get much detail out of here, so I'm not worried about that.
Oxygen is always noisy though.
It just adds some nice blue. I don't see a lot of gradients in here. The flats do a pretty good job of getting rid of that.
Making it all even.
Yeah, if I don't see any obvious stuff, because I always shoot when it's above 30 degrees.
Right.
Like some people shoot it really low and they get weird gradients in there.
I know. I used to
And
do
then when you
that.
blink the data, you get gradients. Like you can remove the ones that where there's a cloud here or up here, and that'll get rid of a lot of that garbage.
And
So
when you do that, it kind of impacts the image too. That's when you remove the gradients.
you kind of do we have any gradients?
On here, no, it looks like it's all even.
This looks like actual data, right? So that
Mhm.
looks pretty good. I don't see anything obvious in here. So now we hit the denoise. Let me just scoot this. See if this is drifting a little bit. It's drifting like that way, so I'm going to scoot it right that way. So at 10 o'clock, it's almost 10. Okay, so we're going to do the big denoise. Noise exterminator. I hit these all at 0.9. There is no color, so that's not going to do anything. It's mainly just this
Then you do the iteration.
high frequency intensity and the low frequency intensity. Those are the only, well, there.
I have that downstairs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really gonna be the work.
Yeah.
If you need, just, yeah, you can use tables or whatever, just scoot stuff out of your way.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then iterations 5, just bang that, just,
Oh
you're
man,
gonna
now
have
you
to
make
wait.
5 iterations takes forever. What do you mean that might do it?
It takes about 30 seconds. Down to about 10 seconds when I get that. Where is it? This one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this will eat it up though. It will literally just.
It's the 5500X. 9950X.
So you have the motherboard and everything to put on there?
It's coming tomorrow. So it's half done. 10 o'clock, almost. We'll do it. Start it. Does that look kind of greenish?
Yeah, it looks a little greenish though.
I can fix that in post. Okay, so that's done. Okay, that noise is, yeah, look what this noise does to this, watch.
Oh wow,
If
yeah,
I
that's
undo-
another difference.
That, just freaking
Oh.
cleaner than, look at that.
Right, it's
Bam.
nothing there.
It is no
Okay, I
noise.
see it. See, no, so you have to do 2 blur exterminator and 1 noise. I
No.
usually do just 1 of each.
If I just keep doing it till it looks good, or just crank it, the first time you do it, just crank it up higher to like 0.8 or 0.9. So, okay. I do the noise at 0.9 and then 5 iterations, and yeah, this will be smooth as glass too. This is the part that takes a while. I hate doing this part because it takes forever. You gotta wait.
But it looks like that's the main
Yes.
thing though. Because once you got these down, everything else flows with it.
And
But
then the stretching, that GHS is the most critical part of all of this. Stretching is everything. I would, before you do anything else, watch
stretching
Adam
thing.
Block's Stretch Academy. There's a whole thing on
Yeah, I watched a couple of those, man, and
it. Do the whole, fundamentals. This thing, Stretch Academy. There's 25 videos in here. Go through. There's slow stretching, mid-tone transfer, how to stretch nonlinear images in a straightforward way, where the useful data is. Connect. This is the screen transfer function. That's like the baby stuff. And then there's all this GHS stuff. The tour, diving in, stretching M51. There's an example. Doing with the color
You're
N42.
watching a couple. He gets boring
Comparing-
at some point. But I've been watching some of this stuff.
But this is all important stuff. He goes over it. If you cut it there, look what the sulfur did.
Wow, it was so noisy at first though.
That's the
Before.
before and after.
Wow. Like you just smoked everything out.
And then this is going to be even worse here. That's all noisy crap. Do that one. Do we have anybody? I don't think anybody's watching this.
I know, right? They've seen this, so when they come
But
back.
yeah, I know it's boring, but that will help you tremendously. I know it's like having somebody like me can just show you the stuff that you need to know, and you can skip like 4 hours of that.
But this gives you the bigger picture. Though, 'cause
Sometimes it helps
some
to
details-
just kind of be patient and just kind of go along like you don't know anything, and you'd be like, there's a like, oh, and then kind of do something like alongside like
What he's
one
doing.
window what he's doing, and stop it and do yours,
Right.
and then restart his or go back
You know,
a
he has a
little bit.
rosette on that. I was doing the rosette with him without data, and then I kind of lost him at some point. You know, because then sometimes the stuff, you know, you follow him with detail though. But then I was trying to do a rosette that way, but it looks like his was a little bit brighter than what we had. And
Yeah, look at the oxygen. It's all smooth as glass now from that.
okay, so I've noticed that you know you do two blurs
To that.
and do the noise. Okay, I always do just one blur. I'm thinking, you know, maybe too much of the blur might just make.
I mean, just get that as till it looks good. I don't know. What if we do a blur after that? What is it gonna do? Let's crank that back to. We don't need to do much. Like maybe point. Let's see what that does. See if it like is it better or worse? Better or worse? That's kind of what I do. Is I'll do something and I'll look and I'll say, is that path better? You know, I'll have like result A and result B, and just flip them with the control page down. Better or worse? But oh, okay, that one's better.
Yeah,
I'll
you know
just
what
stick
to
with
do.
that way, or new way is better. I'll go that way. You just have to kind of experiment, and every object is different. Okay, what did that do? So we did blur, blur, noise, and then another blur.
Right.
Is that better? Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it a little fuzzy though.
Like this is it. This is before the blur. After.
After, okay.
It looks
yeah.
better. Okay. Let's just keep that. And then we can try. Oh, I always make a copy of these so I can keep these original. So if I do linear, or what is it called? I thought it was linear fit. So I keep the originals if I want to go back and do something different. So I'm just going to do the linear fit on these clones rather than the originals. Like this. So now I have the clones to do the... So let's try the linear fit on these and then combine them. Whoops.
And then do one without the linear fit.
And then stretch it and then combine it. You know, I forgot to do it. Oh, there. Yeah, you know how to do this, right? You just drag off the
Yeah,
little...
and it gives you another.
And it says clone. Okay,
That's
so...
what I don't be doing. He likes doing that too.
So this way you just leave those alone and you have these to...
To play with.
Okay, so let's do the normal linear fit stuff and see how it works.
So at this point you didn't do GHS yet.
No, because I want to do a linear fit first and then combine them.
Okay.
And then stretch it. That's how you have... Yeah, what...
So okay, but what I did was I tried to stretch it here.
Okay.
I click it and it goes dark.
We're going to come back and do that.
Okay.
We're going to try both. But I needed to leave these intact so I don't linear fit these.
Right.
I want to leave those alone because I
Okay.
want to stretch those with GHS.
GHS.
So I need a copy of these because it's going to change it. When I put this in here, it's not going to change that one, but it's going to change.
It's gonna change the clone one.
It's going to change the sulfur and the oxygen. Because I'm boosting these up to match the level of the hydrogen. It's going to look and do. It's supposed to leave the dark stuff alone and kind of he has a whole thing on how it works. He's got a couple of videos. See how it made it brighter?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do it and then re-screen stretch it, it should kind of look like and then we want to do it with the oxygen. Is it okay? 10:10. It's it's coming. Nobody's watching my shit. Okay, and then that's gonna look stupid. So you wanna. This is what it looks like in linear. It's almost all dark, so we have to stretch it just to see. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And it looks like, see, it also increased this garbage over here. We might have to crop that stuff out over there. That looks like junk around the edge.
Yeah, you can tell.
From your sensor. Your sensor has amp glow, like, you know, those two spots.
Right.
And the flats. There's data there, but it's being blocked out by the amp glow. It's like it's just blowing it out.
Right.
Okay, so now we have, so these are linear fit now. These are just left alone.
Right.
And so since those are linear fit, let's combine them with channel combination. With
So you're not going to stretch it till you combine them.
well, I linear fit so I can combine them,
Okay.
and they should be evenly matched. And then once you combine them, you use narrow band normalization. So let's stretch that. So this is not even stretched. So there's that. And so we want to normalize this. So you go into narrow band normalization. Preview it, and we're using SHO. That should kind of look like.
You know, this lightness stuff gives you some little things in there too.
You want this off for the most part, unless you're doing something.
Oh,
That's gonna just leave it off.
Right.
But you can do the SC and R right in here.
Take out the green.
But that's also going to remove HA. See this HA detail? That's actual HA, and when you remove it, you're removing HA detail. In where it's green, see, it's all just gone. And you can boost the O2 or the O3 to get a little more blue in there if you want. Whatever, and then boost, I always boost the S. This gives it a nice, more reddish.
Right.
But it's also going to increase that magenta a little bit.
Then I probably take it then, take out the magenta from.
We can just do that. Okay, that's okay. And so we'll save that one. Okay, so we just applied narrowband normalization to that combination and ended up with this. We could have done it like this is before the narrowband normalization. You can actually keep that like this if you want, and then which one's the okay, this is the old one. So you can keep these. So I kind of make a little line across here. So that's that, and then actually you can make this down here. So now we can go this way with that one. So the order here is, so we linear fit these and then did that and then narrow band normalization to this guy. And then what I usually do is then stretch this. Oh, actually look at the noise in it. See if there's noise. This looks pretty good. There's a little bit. Oh yeah, because you don't want to stretch the noise. So if, run the noise thing again. And now we can do the color because it's in color. It's going to get rid of that color noise now. Okay, is it 10? Okay, I need to do that again.
Yeah, now it's starting to get dark. You can tell it.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Now it's really starting to get dark.
So
See
just
the bottom part.
I just took 200 for, okay, so about every 10 minutes I'm going to shoot it. Okay, so it's doing another noise, but with the color, there's a whole, the AI knows that it's a color image and will do some different stuff.
Right.
With the color, with the AI that Russell Cronin did. This is a way better, it's got, you know, these new settings here.
Right, so so you have to click the intensify for that to come out, right? For all the new settings. But I don't.
Yeah, they'll still be there, but I think
get the detail.
They'll still be there set at 0.9, you just won't see it. This is just if you want to change it. So it's almost done. So that's done there. Oh, no, it's still going. It's doing more stuff. It's doing color stuff now. Okay, yeah, see all that? Yeah, sometimes it gets, there's some, okay, yeah, this is good. Let's do the before. Always look at the before and after to see what it actually did.
Yeah, okay.
So it didn't do a lot. There, see, it got a little cleaner.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So it got rid of some of the noise and left
Some of the
nice,
little gremlins.
nice colors. But see, you still have all this detail. This nice yellow, and you got all the variations. It's not just a blob of yellow there. You got a nice gradient between like dark yellow, light yellow to blue, purple, red, whatever. Okay, so now we take this. Is there anything we want to do? So this is still linear. We haven't stretched it. It's still, like, always hit this to see what, this is what the actual image looks like. It's just very dark.
So sometimes because is it because I stretched it before? Because when I get here and I click this, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't.
Which one?
Like say if after I combine them, right, and then I get here, it wouldn't go dark again.
It's because you've already stretched it somewhere along the line.
Okay.
If you click, this just puts it in its normal state. It just resets it. So this is how the image is.
Right.
So there's data in there. It's just very dark.
So sometimes when I click there, it doesn't do it again. You know.
That means you've already stretched it somehow through whatever means. This is how you tell if it's stretched.
Right.
Is if you here it should be all dark or maybe some stars if there's stars there. And then this just shows you. This just does an auto stretch. So we want to take this. So now we want to stretch this one. It helps to have like to write this stuff down to see kind of what you're doing, so you know what order. So now we open up the stretch GHS, and then find this peak. See, the peak is way over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's all your data is very dark there. And so you hit plus and find it there. Yeah. And you just pick, maybe right there, somewhere in there. And then send that, and then just leave that alone, stretch, and then just give it you'll start to see some stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Check to see if that's point 3. These are all the colors, so it doesn't matter. All the colors are already combined, so you don't have to worry about that being below 0.7 or whatever, because they're already combined. So, okay. That's good. Let's stretch that a little bit. And see that big gap here? We can we can use the linear.
Right, I see them do a lot of that.
And
But I think that makes it darker.
Yeah, well, there's just nothing here. So you want to just darken everything so you have more room to stretch it. And then apply that. Reset it, and then go back to the middle here. And then the second time you do this, as this gets a little bit stretched, increase the local intensity a little bit to like maybe 5 or something. And then stretch again. And that'll kind of make it go wider faster. And then make sure that dark spot is still, see, it's getting up there, 0.8, 0.6, 0.8. So that's, even though it's not very far over, that bright spot is still pretty bright. So reset it back to where we just did it. Maybe slide it back over a little bit for the linear. What time is it? Another 5 minutes.
So the linear, right? Can you click? Some people click in there and then do send to SP. But they usually come up in here and click not.
Yeah, you can grab these. Like if you're in linear, you can do it different ways. I just do it with this, or you can do it. I think you can you can just grab that and do it, or do it with that. And you can do it however you want. I just got used to grabbing this slider, like go linear and then grab the slider and move it around. And if you want to move it coarsely, you can uncheck that and click, is it BP? Yeah, black point. And then that'll move it slower for you. See it moving it?
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you just a finer control to get that, if you want it like right there. It's just a sensitivity setting. You can turn that on or off. Okay, so now we want to stretch it a little bit more. And when we stretch it, we're probably going to have to slide the protect highlights because it's going to get that spot too bright. So we want to set that point there. Now we want to turn the local intensity up to like 10 or whatever. Now when we do it, it's going to stretch that. See how this curve is getting steeper up there because we've.
So the local intensity.
Like if I stretch it and then pull this back, see how it stretches it? It squeezes it out more. It makes this sharper right there.
See, I always thought the local intensity is.
That's just how steep how steep the stretch is to this area. Like if I turn this way down, like you could actually make it negative. But if you just put it at 0, it just kind of lifts this whole thing up. See how it's just see that red line?
Because I was thinking the local intensity, when you move it, you should see it change there too. But if you move
and then if I move this up, well, you haven't changed the stretch factor.
Mm-hmm.
But if I move this way up and then do the stretch factor, see how steep it
makes it go.
It gets a lot steeper. And so if I stretch it, now if I come back and change the intensity, see how it makes it steep right there, and then if I turn it back, it's just like it's like more even.
Right.
So this is a way to kind of just do this nice and slow. Yeah, just like watch somebody else do it and see how, or just kind of, play with it. Watch his. He's got like 10 videos just on GHS.
Right.
It talks all. It's mainly the stretch factor, and the local intensity, and the symmetry point. Like if you switch, like you can stretch it a little, and then see what the symmetry point does. See how it moves the point up and down? The point at which it's stretching is going to be darker parts or like lighter parts. So when you move this symmetry point, see it, the curve kind of looks like a wave traveling up like this. That's the part that's being stretched. See, it's just moving, this little line is moving down like that. That's what's being stretched. So you basically, most of our data is in here, so we want to kind of stretch this part. So that's kind of what we do when we click right here and send that to the symmetry point, because we want to stretch that piece right there. And then this is the amount that you're stretching it. And then this is how the local intensity is how concentrated the stretching area is. Do you want to stretch just this part, or do you want to stretch like this whole thing? So we want to stretch just this part here, so we're going to turn that up. And then when we stretch it, it's going to get, our goal is to kind of spread this data out over from dark to light. And so now now that we've stretched it a little, we'll go back in and see where, that's at 0.8, 0.9. That's usually the brightest part of the fish. It's like, okay, that's 0.885. We might, back the highlights back a little bit. It sort of scoots everything, but it scoots the highlights back a little bit. See it so it's not as bright. You just move it a little bit and then check it again. Be like 0.8. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's not clipped. So now we've done that a whole bunch of times and gotten it to look like that. So now when we look at our image, this is stretched now. So when we go back to here, that's stretched. Okay. There's nothing to go back to because we've brought the brightness up.
Oh look, now you forget to click that.
1020, okay. Whoops. Yeah, as long as it's within a minute or two, it doesn't matter. Let me see what's my exposure. 0.781. I want to write that down because I want to start doing 2 exposures to get this part blown out, and then I want to see that part. So 0.781. So I want to match, and then I don't want to mess with the, what's the gain? 101. Exposure, gain. The gain is 101. Okay. So now if I want to increase this to get, see, to get that, we're going to have to blow that. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work very well. I think we're going to have to wait till that part is through. So see why I needed to, that's why I needed to record that so I can make it match. Let's see if can I do this. That's too coarse. 0.7, I can just type it. 0.781. There, okay. Already, did I take an image? Yeah, I took it. Okay. So now you have a nice GHS. You have nothing blown out.
Right.
All your colors are nice. There's nothing, you know, it's not
kinda
blotchy.
even.
But you can always make it brighter.
Right.
You can leave it dark. Like, if in doubt, leave it darker than you should.
Lighter,
Okay.
right.
And then what I do here is then I say, this, I want to get rid of this magenta a little bit. Now that we have it, we could actually, I don't think we need to run noise or anything anymore, even though we stretched it. Okay. So now we want to just fix the colors and kind of mess with it a little bit. I get that purple blotch. This, actually we could run do his background extraction. Let's see what that does. Let's see if we can get the background a little cleaner. It's 10:30. Tanya will be home anytime. Okay, this is the. Oh, it's still working. Yeah, I would be writing all this stuff down.
There you go.
Because you're not going to remember.
When you're done, I'll take a picture of the process.
Well, just write down all the steps. There, see the background that it got. There's a little bit of color variation in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it. So it's subtle, but it's a little bit there. So now if we look at, so it created this new image. This is the SETI Astro automatic. See what it did? Let's see this. This is the old.
Right, it uses automatic.
This is the new. I don't like what that did. But it.
Yeah, it made it a little bluish.
Well, there's more detail in there. Is that better? It kind of took the green out of it. I don't know.
Right, and then but yeah, you always want to take the green out though.
Yeah, I don't like what that did. Let's just do it let's just do it manually with this tool and put the points in ourselves. He's got a whole bunch of videos on this too. So select that. We want to do the subtraction. And
I always do the subtraction too.
Yeah, always do the subtraction. See this line here? I'm gonna get this blue crap out of here. Just kind of go around all this dark stuff here.
But this one you don't want to touch the any of the data, right? You only have to make it not.
Well, we want to tell it these are the areas that we want that should be black, should have no color in them. Like this one, like here. See this purple spot?
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't, and then we'll have to get this out. But see all this junk here?
I don't want to do it, but when I run the magenta thing, it took it away.
Yeah, but we can do it with this tool as well. Let's look at this. Sometimes you have to hit this normalize, sometimes you don't. I always forget. Okay, let's see what the background does. There should be some purple in it. There, see it cleaned all that up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just made it
and
more
where's
even.
Yeah, see what it took out? See this purple in here? That we didn't like here? That's why I
Right.
clicked all those spots. And it took it out and it kind of left it alone over here. You're texting.
That's why I see they want to watch.
Okay, so let's do a comparison here. So that's the old. That's the new. That's much better than City Astros.
Right. Yeah, I never use SETI Astros. I usually use this one.
Yeah, and just put all the. Those are the spots I knew that was there, and even one right there. And that's. I could have put one. He gotten a little more purple out of here and put some in here. But just just sit and play with that for like 30 minutes. Try a different, exit and try it again. If you're, or just save this off and then do a comparison of all of them, 3 or 4 of them like that. Did I click that? Is that the which one's new? I always forget how to. Did I already do that? Yeah, I did do that. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, this is it because it puts DBE. Okay.
Right.
This is the old one. This is the new. This is the one that correct. Okay. All right. So I like that very much. I like that one. So that's here. This is the one where we did narrow band
Can I get a picture?
normalization.
But this one you did the linear fit, and then before you stretched it. Because I usually.
Oh, here. Take that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 1028? Okay. Yeah, it's getting there. Check it out. We'll do another one. Yeah, I probably only need to do it every 30 minutes, but I want to get a bunch of extras. Okay.
But you started with the star exterminator.
I started with a linear fit.
You started with the star exterminator first, and then you did the.
I did the blur, star
blur.
exterminator, and then blur a couple times till it looked good.
Blur times about 3, and then you did noise.
And then I did
About 1.
0.9 on the noise. I think I did oxygen twice. Did I do it twice? No, I just did it once.
I think you did the blur about
Or
3
twice
times.
on one of them, yeah.
And then you did a linear fit.
Yeah.
You did a linear fit, and then you.
These are linear, yeah, to the
And
edge.
then you stretched them.
No, and then I did a combine.
All combined, right?
Linear fit, and then I combined it. That's why that's dark.
And then stretched it.
And then I did a GHS, a modest GHS, not like on the final image, just somewhat dark. I left it a little bit dark. Nothing over 0.7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is 0.8 is with that bright spot there. So yeah, this is not stretched, and then I did a DBE manual to set the background, what I want to get rid of that purple stuff. And then now we're here. And now, I just want to mess with the colors a little bit. Let's do another clone there. So now we can change this one. I want to mess with this purple a little bit. That's the script. Okay, now we're going to do mostly script stuff. Selective color correction.
Right, the SCC.
And this lets you mask off and do whatever, all
Right.
kinds
So
of
this
stuff.
one when I come, I take out the magenta first. I usually come here and I take out magenta.
I usually I actually start with the red and then look at the show mask. This is what it's gonna, the black is what it's gonna exclude, the light's gonna be what it's gonna act on. So I usually increase the red a little bit. I guess you could do the magenta first, I don't know.
I usually go to magenta first before then I
Yeah,
come to
but-
red and I come to blue.
See how that you can pop the red just a little bit and make it, it makes it just, it's all green. And a little bit of red, and then make sure you apply it before you change the mask.
Right, I know, right? To do with
You
this.
could also do contrast to the red.
And then add a little bit saturation.
Yeah, just go real easy on those. And then apply it. I usually do saturation after. I don't know. You could do it any kind of way. And then go to the magenta. Yeah, see that big blob of magenta?
Mhm.
You can
Right
just
there, yeah, on the back.
pull that back a little, see what it does. Yeah, that's too much. Makes it look green.
Right, exactly. You know, if you took too much of the magenta, it turns to green.
Yeah, that's the opposite. Yeah, magenta's the complementary is green. Blue's complementary is yellow. Cyan is complementary of red.
Oh, okay.
That's what these are here.
So you
Okay.
take one out, it gets the other one. You bring one in, it takes the other one.
Yeah, or you can just make it more bluish. You know, it's just like a more blob of blue, or even more red if you want.
Oh, so this is why you're still in magenta. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it's hard to you have to know color theory to know what this is doing here. If you take green out or you add some green, there it makes it
Okay,
more
right.
bluish kind of.
It makes it more balanced.
Yeah. Okay, so that I'm happy with that. And you can just kind of go around and look at like you can do the whole luminance. Like this is the luminance, that's the whole thing. And just make the whole luminance a little more contrast or saturation. Like that. And then, mess with that. I wouldn't mess with it too much. But see how your yellows are nice and subtle still versus that other thing you had?
Right. Yeah, I know.
And you can then go.
So you don't even do yellow at all, right?
You can make it more reddish, more brighten it. But you can try this. I like using this image blend where you pick, you blend it with itself.
Oh, with itself, right. Yeah, that's very
Clone
effective too.
and see what it does. Watch what that does. See, it sort of does what you're trying to do with all those colors. It just kind of makes the colors more, and you can mess with it a little bit. Not so much. Soft light, and then do a check, and then
image blend.
Then this will create it with soft light, and you can change the opacity and midtones and stuff. There's what is this on 10:30? Did I already do that? I'll just do another one. Okay, and then this makes a new one called image blend. And if you switch those, that's the old, that's the image blend. That's kind of what we wanted to do with the colors, right?
Right, exactly. But the image blend actually adds it more even.
Well, it pumps them up a little bit. It like increases the saturation. See, that's the reds here are brighter here, and it's not blown out. Like that yellow was still not blown out. So if we put these in order again, we have. I think I just cloned it. What did I do with that? Oh, this is the one where I changed the. I did the selective color correction, and then this one I did the image blend. So if we go back and look, like do a comparison of those, see we did quite a bit between there and there, but each step is kind of subtle. You aren't doing a lot, but when you look from start to the very end, you see a lot of stuff. And then from here, you can go in curves, and then just kind of increase the total. Stretch it a little bit more like you want, like Make that little S curve in there. Like that. Yeah, even just brighten up the, actually make the whole thing brighter like that. Make it like a hump curve. But check those to make sure they're not blown out. So that's 0.9. That's still not too bad. Like if there's a star in there, you want to be able to see that star when you add them back in. You don't want that star to be
blown out in that spot.
You want this to be hiding the star in there. So like pull it back a little, And then sometimes I'll take like if I want the darks to be really dark, you can grab this little tail and scoot. This is like doing the linear thing, the slider. See, that's making the darks darker, but you can also do it with GHS to get it. It's like a better way to do it other than this. Yeah, kind of gives it a little more. Just I haven't done much there. Just kind of maybe make that a little brighter, a little subtle. Maybe mess with the reds. Lower it down here. This is just.
So you emphasize the colors. I think it's more smoother when you use the colors here than the selective color correction.
Yeah, because you can mask it. Here I'm making the red over the whole picture. I'm changing the reds everywhere. If I do that, it's, the whole thing. But if you just want to make a little tiny change or something, that's nice and red up there. And then you end up with something like that. And let's see. So let's look at what we just did with the curves thing. And we just made it a little brighter, a little bit punchier. Yeah. So just like little tiny things. Image blend and then the. Whoops. Which one was which? Yeah. I think it was that way. Yeah. Oh, I did the. What did I do? That one looks better than that one. Anyway. But yeah, you can see there's a whole progression there. And then you can kind of, like, this looks pretty good here. This is kind of dark.
Right there.
But is it supposed to be? Like you can, what's in there? Let's look at, just kind of brighten the whole thing up. Yeah, that is dark. There is nothing in there. There's nothing in there to stretch. It's just dark, okay. So there's nothing in there. That looks pretty good, and that's all nice and even. This is your data from your stuff, and it's nice subtle variations. Maybe sometimes you can use this remove magenta stars thing. Correct magenta stars. Sometimes this works to get that out of there. If you just do this, maybe make it right there if you want.
Scares you though when it goes there. You think, no, I don't want you to do that.
There. How's that? You have to clone it and then do it. But
really, you have to clone it before you run the magenta.
Well, if you want to see what it did, but that looks better now. All that magentas, it fixed it a little bit, right?
Right. You got
I think that's just a star that is bloated from your filters there, but that looks much better, doesn't it?
Remember the first time we did it, right? There was a function where you could just circle them and it takes the blob out. There was something there where
that was to get. Well, that's going to remove everything. That's
no,
under.
You kind of make a circle around it, and then it
this
takes,
blemish blaster.
Right. We take away just that little spot.
we can see what that does. We have to, this is already stretched, so let's see. Where's the,
You able to have a little.
this is our, I want to see the whole image. Like, where's the,
Oh, it doesn't have. I think it doesn't have that.
yeah, I want to, you have to, oh, there it is. Okay, I can zoom it. All right. Yeah, it's stupid. You got to find it. Okay, there it is. So, hold the shift, I think. So we want to blast that. Let's see what it does.
I actually took it out though. I made it.
Yeah, but it left a big blob of crap in there. Where is it?
It's on the right.
I'm already over. There. Yeah, some of these tools are kind of stupid. It was right here. See, it just turned it black. Just undo it. Yeah. See what it did? I don't. That's not. That.
So yeah, so rather take it out and do the.
I just leave it in because that's. That, yeah, I don't know if that's. Anyway, well.
Right. Well, I just remember you used it the first time. So I thought,
Well,
and I actually used it before we got here. As soon as we took out the stars.
that's mainly when you're looking at star bloat that's
Mm.
left over that you just want to leave it black, like behind it, where there was a super bright star that you wanted to just get rid of all the halo, but you don't want to remove data from the nebula there, which I think it kind of did. It was right here, but now does that look like, you know, like if you didn't know what was there before?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't notice it though.
So it went from that.
Oh, I'll bring it back then. Maybe you can use one of the color things to take it out because it puts out a hole there.
And you could just mask this spot here. I mean, you know, maybe that is like an actual purple spot. You could actually go on, like, look at, oh, let's do this. Okay. I want to go outside and look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Let's finish this. We can go up there. Finish that.
So where's your, let's compare this to what was it? Downloads. Which one was it? This one?
Fish head red.
Yeah, this is the exact same data from that to that. Quite a difference, isn't it?
Yeah, and
It's
also
just
actually
all of
when
that
I
subtle
think
stretching.
my initial blur exterminator thing, I just did one. You know, because I didn't. I thought I should have inspected it to clean it out. When the one wasn't good, maybe did a couple to almost clean it out first.
But just those steps, and then I was going to stretch it and then do all those things and then compare these two at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet they're pretty close.
Once you did a linear fit, and then I haven't been doing the linear fit again. I just went.
Yeah, this is the standard way. This is how Adam does almost all his stuff. What's cool? Watch this. If you hold the control key, grab that tab and put it over here. Now watch. Watch this. You can zoom in. This is a new.
Yeah.
Where's that spot?
I think
Yeah, that is a star.
Right. That is the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah. This is fine. That's just a bloat from it, but this is a lot less.
Yeah, the noise though is so dirty.
Yeah. So this is a cool tool. That see that little orange dot? That means that's tracking with this one, so you can move around and see all the different stuff in there. But yeah, that's the difference in stretching. Much more careful stretching and noise, running the noise at higher levels.
Yeah, I already know where I think my initially though my black exterminator side I just did one and I thought I would do it later.
Oh.
I think that's why I missed out because that's what
I think this is all in the stretching. This is not this isn't any of that stuff.
No, the noise is
And
what I'm talking
the
about.
noise is that I mean.
Hey y'all.
Hi.
How's it
Okay.
going?
You see the moon?
Good, good.
Yeah.
We need to
looks
go out and
good.
actually look at it. His daughter's here. Did you meet her?
Yeah, I saw her.
Let's move that back.
Nyla, right?
See the
Yeah.
shadow?
I'm really bad with names, so I'm trying to
Alright.
remember.
We'll do this. He's in your room because he was being yucky. You can take him out now, but yeah, that's a huge difference. And
Right.
I don't know what you
exactly.
did, but I just wanted to show you like
What to do.
what I
right.
do,
Okay.
just to, no stress. Just try that. Try that.
I already see where I went wrong. I'm actually gonna, watch. I already see where I went wrong, because I think I didn't do the blur enough, and I didn't
Oh.
do and I think the stretching part I was a little bit rushing on that.
Way overdid it. See all this subtle stuff in here, is just gone.
Right, and it's all detailed.
Yeah, you want the nice subtle photographic little detail. There's a little bit of color noise, like the red. I don't know. I think
But mine is worse. Look at mine. Mine is almost turning to, some kind of like it's not.
blotchy stuff.
It looks a little bit creamier.
Look at that edge right there.
Wow, yeah. You gotta take a picture of that.
I already did. I just did one. We got to come back in 10 minutes, and then I'll get the red. This is where I wanted to get, like, what was it, 0.78? Let's see. What do I need to do? Can you even see that? Nah.
You can't see that. You mean when it gets so dark? That's how you're gonna do it, to expose that side.
I want to get. Yeah, I don't know how. There's gonna be 2 of these next year. I'll just try. Maybe I'll do one, like, now that it's halfway. Get the histogram. This is the same histogram as we were using in GHS. Remember stretching it? You can do that's the same. Where you're kind of stretching up.
Okay.
So now we're stretching it. This is just this. It won't actually save it.
Right.
This is just for the display, but. We're stretching it up here like that. And
But that's what the people I've seen on YouTube too, right? If they watch
Yeah.
it, they're going to see you do that.
Look at all the little clips up there. Is anybody watching? No. Nobody's even, I think everybody's in bed.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
have all these old friends that don't even stay up for that stuff. So I wanted to get well, okay. So I know that's not blown out because these lines stop about right there. See, the green is brighter than the blue.
And the blue, right.
And the white, I think the white is the average. But you can actually you can pop up the histogram.
So they get blown out when it goes all the way to the right side.
And you can actually pop up the histogram and do stuff with it. Yeah, SharpCap Pro has gotten really good at, look at all it's actually changing with the, can we do, with the data? And it's stretching? Yeah, that's the histogram. And then we can stretch it. How do we, I don't remember.
So just like GHS, so you want
Yeah, kind of, I don't know how to do it.
to send and stretch it that way.
Logarithmic. It's just the display. Oh, if we want to change the exposure, you see it stretching it. So we want to keep that in here. No, I don't know what that's doing. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at it.
Yeah, let's visualize it.
Yeah, that should be huge for you.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
a major.
I really know exactly what, because those are the details. But I was always, probably I was just rushing to make sure.
got time to mess with show you how to do the processing.
Oh, I know. That's timely. Though. I love that. What I
That's-
do. I mean, this is better than I don't block.
Like,
You sometimes, man, gets you lost though.
yeah, that's a huge difference. Yeah, just hold the control key down when you move that, and it'll, when they have the orange dots, it means they're locked.
Right.
And I forget how to undo it.
Yeah, because especially like the ones that you send, I can have that side by side and almost look at it.
It helps to do that. Kind of just do this too. Like, is it better or worse? Better that this has a little green in it. You can. Yeah, once you've got it nicely stretched, you can go back and kind of do some of this. How do I undo the?
I think the main thing is the stretching factor though. That local.
You go up here. You go to image desynchronize. That's it. Desynchronize. There, now it takes the orange dot off. Okay. So now when I zoom in and out, it doesn't synchronize. But that's a neat tool, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's new with this new Fix Insight. So yeah, if I wanted that to be a little. Let's see. Okay, that one's yours. So that one. You can do SCNR here too. I never do it that much.
You see, the ACNR, isn't always said to take the green away.
It kind of removes a little data too, but yeah. And if I wanted to take this and kind of make this yellow a little bit more prominent.
See, whatever did it here too. So you did a bright, did a nice linear fit, kind of right. See, so I can actually take a picture of that too when we're done. Because the process is all right there.
So if I want to look at the yellow and make it a little more red, that maybe increase the yellow a little too. Makes it a little brighter. Do the contrast. Yeah. When you increase the saturation, it actually makes it darker.
So then sometimes the luminance, I turn it down.
Yeah, see how that made it darker but more saturated? That's a little much.
Right, because it's made all these sides even more darker too. But it almost affects the whole image, doesn't it?
No, this is the mask. You're actually using a mask. I'm masking just the yellow, which is just this. Just these light parts.
Kind of darker too.
Yeah, it should just do. That's why this tool is cool, is because you can mask off. Like you could do just the shadows.
Of that specific color.
No, this is all the shadows.
Okay.
You could do the colors. You can do low saturation areas, high sat. So if I want to just take the shadows and increase the luminance, so I get more details out of here, like you had in yours. And if I increase the luminance, it's just going to make the shadows brighter. See how that made just the shadow? I mean, this looks like crap, but so it left all the bright stuff the same, but it increased the shadows, which I didn't really like. It's kind of look crappy. There.
Alright, so
Just a little bit.
Almost takes out all the.
And then actually what I do when I'm all done and I've added the stars back in, I'll show you what I do. Save this as a, what are we even in? I just put it in downloads. Save it as a PNG. Which ones? Oh, those are the downstairs ones. Save it as a PNG. It makes like a huge file. It takes forever. And then open up Photoshop. I've had this 2019 one I found that's free that works.
Well, you can save it as JPEG too.
No, because you don't want to compress it. You want to leave it all intact.
Okay.
You don't want to compress it. PNG leaves it uncompressed. And then
That's what I usually do.
use open it. It's 53 megs. And then once you're done, this is what I do. Go into camera raw filter. You know how to do Photoshop?
Yeah, I know you do. You have to make it a smart object first, though.
No, you just open up camera raw filter.
I want to put the paper on there.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for the paper.
Oh.
I wanted to write on the PNG because I usually do a JPEG plus take it closer, but I think it restricts some of the.
But I'll go in the camera raw filter and kind of just tweak, maybe increase the saturation. Look at the vibrance. That kind of.
This is before you add the stars to it.
No, this is after I add the stars and everything. And then I go in and kind of. These have. I wish PixInsight had it. See how fast that goes? It takes PixInsight, like when you change something, it's like boom, it's sitting there going for 5 seconds. How is this so? This is nice and fast.
So you know exactly what you're doing.
Well, you can do it faster.
Then the dehaze, so you put the dehaze. So does it have the detail in there? The detail tab?
There's a clarity.
That's one.
But just a little bit of. But the shadows here. See how you can make like it'll increase these details without blowing it out like it did on the PixInsight. So it has like a little. So I like to increase the shadows to give more detail in some of the darker areas like that. And then
Highlights.
kind of darken those because see how it blows that out. You can kind of bring it back down a little bit. I usually don't mess with this too much. It kind of loses details. Don't mess with that. Oh, and then the whites. This is what yours look like.
Keep up some highlights and the white.
Kind of get it. But when I click OK, watch this, and then did it change much? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it didn't change much. It was subtle though. What are you doing with that?
And then save this as a TIFF. I don't know why, or else PixInsight won't open it. I don't know. It's stupid. Where did I save it? Downloads. Okay. This is just junk.
Then you can come back and add it to your.
So now I'm gonna open up that TIFF that I just made and look at the difference.
Compare it on
This TIFF file. Yeah, this is what I did in. This is the Photoshop. This is this is before Photoshop. That's after. And that made it.
Yeah, but it's subtle. I see the changes you do are so subtle.
But see there's more detail in that bright spot. That's old.
Right.
That's new, and there's more saturation. So this would be my final thing if I had the stars in it,
Right.
and then I would upload that to AstroBin, and that's kind of what I do. But yeah, there's not much to it. Just this stuff.
Yeah, actually.
I
so
didn't
you have
even
it
do
here,
a
too.
local histogram equalization
Right. Why didn't you do that? I mean, so is it? What makes you do that though?
because it looks good the way it is. I don't know. Let's see. Did I do it?
She knows the steps. I think I had it all.
Linear fit,
Well,
channel,
you
narrow
didn't do-
band,
You
stretch.
didn't do local histogram.
Oh, yeah, I did. I think I erased it. I didn't put it in there. But I think I did a tiny bit of one. Yeah, see, you have to take this amount way back, and then put this around 160 or something. But use this to turn it on and off. That's on. Yeah, see how it darkens that inside part just a little tiny bit?
But I was watching this video, you know what the guy is supposed to do? He'll go up there and select a part of it. And then do it. Like he'll go up there, click on that little box there, and select a part of it where they have details. And then
Show
use,
mask. Oh.
right now, he would, like this one here.
Oh, you can do, oh shit, you can do like, oh, that's the green channel, red channel.
No, not that. Not that. Like, no, like you go on the finished one where you wanted to use the local histogram.
This?
And then, right, so you click on this, right? You click on this here.
Oh, to make a preview.
Not to make, but you cut some, when you click that, click it, and then, right, and
Yeah,
you make a box.
This is just a preview window.
Right, and then they click on a preview and use it on the local histogram first, before they actually, so, no, where's the preview? No, go back. So you click, right, click on it, right, so this is where they use the local histogram first. And then after, then they transfer it on the real, on the.
Why would you want to do it on just a tiny part? Why wouldn't you want to see the whole thing?
Well, because I mean, this is more detail, because it makes it bigger, so you can see more detail here. And then
Well, I can zoom in. You don't have to do that.
Okay. But then I saw them do that on somebody watching.
This is the preview of the whole image. And then you can. There, see what it's doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's subtle, but it makes it a little bit more. And if you want to increase it a little bit, turn it on and off. That's off. That's on. Maybe back it off a little bit. You can change the kernel radius too. That does. Sort of. It's easy to keep doing this and just do more and more and more, and then you get to the end, you're like, God, that looks like crap. So you want to just do it really. That. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's because sometimes when you do too much, you can't even see the changes.
Well, you make the contrast so much that you start losing detail that you didn't see before. Here, let's get rid of it. Let's just get another one. It's almost gone.
Right.
It's 11:11. Okay, I forgot to do it. Okay.
Well, they said like the orange would be probably like 12 midnight.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bump. This is God. There's the red. That's a 1.5 second exposure. I'm gonna have to turn the gain up.
The red is actually starting to come. It's just that it's too dark to see.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I didn't create a clone, but yeah, that's before, and then after.
Okay.
So what? It's like before. Are you losing details? And then you can kind of zoom in and see what it did before, after. Like I'm kind of looking in this area here to see what it does, see if it adds anything. Yeah, a little bit. What is it doing here?
There is this other function too where you can go in there and make these details more pronounced.
Use dark structure enhance.
No, that one, no, that. There's one that you do and then you watch it enhance the.
That's what dark structure enhance will do that. I sometimes do that. I have it do a bunch of iterations. You hear the fans turning on in there. Okay, let's see what that did. This is
Okay, that kind of makes the structure
before.
darker.
After it makes these darker, which is kind of cool.
Right.
But do you lose detail? Undo.
I don't think so.
No,
I think it's better though, actually.
Yeah.
It only works on the darker side, and it's made it more pronounced, or made all those darker sides. What was that one again? Was for dark structure
Dark
enhanced.
structure enhanced.
But I think it makes it even more defined.
You have to turn it you have to turn it down a little bit. That's a little much. It's under utilities. Yeah, I've heard you talk about this. Turn it down to like 29.
Dark structure enhanced. Okay.
Do it again. But yeah, just little subtle things. And save all of your progressions so you can kind of go back and do a comparison between different parts and see what did stuff that you like, and this is a little bit less dark structure enhanced. Undo, redo. Yeah, that's better. That's not as much. Looks better.
And the contrast is perfect too. You can tell it between the dark and the.
Yeah. And you can get it to, the way you like it artistically without losing. See, what happens is it starts to get blotchy in these areas versus where it was like where it was more just, nice and subtle in some, well, I have to go this way. Like, is that it? Yeah. Yeah. Are these the link? Is that? It's the same image blend clone. Was this dark structure enhanced or not?
Yeah, it's weird to tell even the difference though, but it looks like this is a little sharper though.
It's got more purple in the. I think this is dark structure enhanced over here.
You've really stretched it, but it looks, it still looks good. Like, the pixel's still not blown out.
Yeah, okay. Then you go image, desynchronize all, okay.
There's 7,000 of you guys. Can you all hit that?
Yeah, but I could just erase all this and do it all again and end up in close to the same place.
Right, but it looks like you have the, you have the processes laid down, what you have to do.
Yeah, if I like something, I'll just do that part and.
So I think the main thing is the stretching part.
Yeah, so this one I linear fit, and then I combined, then I stretched. Here I was gonna
stretch it individually.
Stretch it and then combine it.
That's what I usually do.
Adam Block didn't do any of that. He always stretches it after he runs linear fit. Is it time to, let's get one more, it's almost done. And then I'll bump the gain and exposure up. I can just do it with the gain. It's so dark. Oh, see how noisy it is when you turn the gain up? I have to turn the exposure up.
Seems like you have to get more if you want to offset that noise.
You just need to turn the exposure up and then get a little bit of gain. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's still, it's not in the shadow yet. So we want to do a stretch on the H. These are easy because they're just a nice simple peak. You don't have the multiple colors in there. You just got one black and white peak. So we'll just stretch that one. Oh, we need to Need to preview it, I guess, first. Make sure that's not.
Here's what I've been doing though. I go this route actually. I do the.
Yeah, make sure. See this thing is blown out. That's like 0.8. So why is it not? Oh, just turn it back a little bit.
Maybe it was supposed to disappear. I can lower the
And then
exposure and so it will disappear.
put that way back
Right now I'm cranking up the exposure so we can just see
there, and then turn this
it
up.
completely disappear.
And do it again.
I didn't want to see it.
0.8. That's blown out.
So is it the first number, or because I thought that you use the second number of the first, like the
Well,
R?
they're all the same. This is monochrome. You don't have the red, green, and blue are all the same.
Right.
It's just they're all going to be the same. It's all just monochrome. So that's fine. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's stretched. There's still some stuff in here, but we can do that later. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, I forgot to clone them, but oh, okay, whatever. Just, and then shrink that back, stretch it. See, that's got a bunch of space over there. Stretch it, and then linear. Way back there. And then send,
Wow,
and then
8,100 people. Yeah. You got. Where are they watching from? You got ghosts watching too.
that's good.
Okay, tell me notification. Yeah, I think it's on now.
Maybe a little bit more stretchy. Send that. Turn that up again. Cool, that's good. That's good. Put that back there. Stretch it. It's like just a tiny little peak.
Alright.
And then reset it and then squeeze it. There's nothing there. You get it? Barely see that one. I'm going to stretch that one way out.
Okay, so something I was doing was that I usually click on that, right? Then I send to BP, and then stretch it. It almost stretches only the core of it, you know, where the.
Well, you want to put the this the stretch point, whatever you call it, about where most of the data is, and then I want to widen it out a little bit there. That's going to be bright. It's 0.7, so back it off. That's probably good there. So, okay. So these are our stretched.
So at this point, you can't stretch it again.
Huh?
At this point, I mean, if you
Yeah.
combine them, you cannot stretch them again. Right, so you cannot go back and click here and get into the block.
No, unless I cloned them and left them over here, but I forgot to do that.
Okay.
I have to undo.
So it means at this point, the stretch is done. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, I can go back and undo it.
I know that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, right? Like sometimes
Yeah,
after
the stretch is done. Linear fit. We've just fit all this. So now we just do channel combination and throw them right in there, and see what we get. And these are already gonna. This is already gonna be stretched. and see what it looks like. It should look something like this guy over here, or actually the stretched one. Yeah. So that should look, is that, yeah, that's the one that we stretched. That's the one that we linear fit and then
Right.
stretched.
It looks like the linear fit one.
So it's, yeah, this one isn't quite stretched as much, which is good. So now we can take this one and do the narrow band normalization, the same thing we did to this one.
So this is the, so you're stretching the non-linear state, right? We stretch it out.
Yeah, I think, and on this one, I think we can use the lightness in here to, no, it doesn't really do anything.
I know it sucks over here. The only two things that sometimes works is the HA and then the preserve.
If we want to boost the O, yeah, that's too much. Boost the red there. Yeah, it's too much. Let's see what that does. Okay.
I think the other phone line is a little bit easier to manage. So.
And then we can go in here and we can actually do a little more stretching, like say we want the...
Did you forget to take the those or take this?
Oh yeah, let's... Where are we at? Flow out, yeah. Where is it? Start capture. I should probably center that better too. I'm about to lose the detail. Oh, it's going to take forever to get 200 frames because they're much slower. 100 milliseconds versus 1 millisecond. Oh, that's not too bad. It's almost done. Forgot to center it. It
Because
is
when you stack it,
done.
yeah, you might have to send everything. When you stack it, it will look the same.
As long as it's in it. As long as it's in the frame, it'll be fine. Why is it moving?
Yeah, it looks like it's
Why is it
moving.
moving? It's not tracking there. Why did it stop tracking? Okay. Well, it's still centered. Let's gain. Got a nice red to it.
Yeah, it does though. So you wait till when everything goes out, then you're gonna get like the
Yeah.
total red.
If we want to get like maybe that. Where's it? Yeah, so now we can do, see, since we kind of did our own linear fit, we made some bright, like when we stretched it, we may have done the red, like the red more than
the other. Okay.
yeah, so we have to kind of, even though, well, let's put it in the preview. So now we have to kind of choose the red mode and then do the linear, and then we can line them up better. Pick the green. Oh, no. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got the green is more. Yeah, it's the HA. There.
So don't they all have to almost like a line?
You just do it. Well, this isn't. They don't have to. You just want the colors to look good. So now it's kind of like what it looked like up here, right? And if we want to stretch it, want to stretch everything together now, we can do that. And just kind of do it like that. And still got that,
I think the linear fit thing is.
it's probably easier. This gives you more control.
I think the linear fit has more power. The colors look more.
Well, you have to fix it. So this one versus this one. So this is the linear fit one where it adjusted the colors for you. This is the one where we just did it. We could go back and change it, but if we do,
The
what did we
linear
do?
fit is more purple. But here you didn't do narrow band normalization down here.
The background
Oh,
extraction.
right. Okay, we didn't do that. And did you even do the narrow band normalization?
Yeah, we just did that. But our narrow band normalization is actually in GHS where we move the colors around.
Okay.
That's the same thing. Part of what Adam talks about is there's multiple ways to do the same thing. Narrow band normalization is just moving those colors around on the histogram. Like, actually, everything in PixInsight is just messing with the histogram, different aspects of it. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Because one of the processes, if you run, it comes up in the same place saying, "Oh, just run histogram." It tells you what everything I did. One of the functions, when you run it, the little block box tells you what it's doing. And one of it tells you, you run the local histogram. And I'm saying, oh, you use the histogram here too?
Mm-hmm.
This looks great.
What if we make that, just put a spot in that purple? What is it going to do?
There's Brody's move.
Subtraction.
There's Brody.
See what that does. See if it gets rid of that
Does the
spot.
normalize even work?
It looks very similar.
Okay, so it took a bunch of green out.
Yeah, just basic green.
So now it did that from that. Let's take that spot out. Where's remove? Oh, I think I hold the shift. I think I right click. Oh fuck! What's
Oh, you made it. Oh, I think you click on it and you move it. Yeah. Let it change. It changes in a different. You release it. Put it on it slowly. The way you're right. Right, and then that's how you can move it. No. You kind of almost have to.
What if I want to remove it?
Oh, totally remove it. I don't even know how you move. I know you can move it to somewhere else, but you don't have to have duplicates. So you can move it all by itself.
Oh.
No, I think
Okay.
that's see, now you're almost like making a move all of it, right? You can move it just by itself.
Well, how do I get rid of it? Do I hold the shift key on it when I?
But get rid of it, I don't know how you can get rid of it, but I know you can move it. So usually when it does that, I move it to somewhere that feels
So dumb.
better
What?
there, and I just leave it like that.
If you just right click when you get on it and say remove it. Ugh. Stupid.
Yeah, it speaks inside for you that, sometimes it's a little...
It's like you gotta hold this and it's like.
But you can move it to a spot that you feel it will work and leave it there. Why do you want to remove it totally?
Yeah, well, I don't like it. I accidentally put it there and I don't want it. I don't want it anywhere.
Well, the one would not make that difference. I don't think
It's like I accidentally put a point. I want to remove it.
you can. I don't think you can remove it. I think
Yeah, there has to be a way to. Okay, well, it got rid of the green. Okay.
You watching the moon though? You got the.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, I want to make sure that this part doesn't go off the edge. No. Do that. It's still not even the full thing yet.
Right, exactly. They still got a little bit on the edges.
Okay. All right, so we got rid of the green. Oh, I have to get rid of that. I don't know where that came from. That's the same thing. Okay. Yeah, it's probably easier just to do the linear fit because now we got to go back and fix all the color shit in
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I think so too. I think the linear fit actually almost gives you a nice flow.
It kind of it fixes the colors for you a little bit, but this is still nice. You just
Oh no, this is so nice too. Just that you have to do more work on this stuff. It looks like you almost seems like you have to be finagling with the colors here and there than the linear fit. The linear fit is more straightforward though. As you know, once you get to you combine them, it's easier from there. I usually do it this way though,
what
where
if
I
we want?
stretch them in the non-linear before I start them, and I combine them and I go this way. I don't do the linear fit at all.
What if we can just go in the green and just pull the green back a little?
But then we'll get more
There.
purple.
Well, we had a lot of purple in the other one too. What? No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there, there. No, that's the DVE. This one versus this one. This has more green in it.
Right, but I prefer that though than the magenta.
Yeah.
Because the green is easier to maneuver though than the magenta.
Yeah, it's just you just put more green back in that one with the with this tool. Just go into the green.
I see it's affecting the whole thing.
Oh yeah, well you're shifting the. Well, that's what the linear fit was doing. It was just making. Well, the green is the HA, right?
Mm-hmm.
The linear you were telling to match everything else to the HA, and then you combine them all.
Oh,
And the green is the HA, so
you can't do without the green, right?
you're doing exactly the same thing. Yeah, we're fitting the H, S, and O right here.
Mm.
The blue is oxygen, the red is sulfur, and the green is hydrogen. And this is our own linear fit, like the way
Yeah,
that
the way it's set up.
the way that we want to do it. Like sliding each one where we want to have it. So now we have that one. So now we have it a little more green. So now we don't have as much magenta. This is the linear fit. So, maybe this is easier, I guess, than trying to do it this way. But then we're gonna go back and fix, all this
Right,
all this
magenta
purple
stuff.
shit anyway. This is where we did that, I think. Yeah, see, we fixed some of it. We made it more bluish.
We have to actually do some green in there to make colors out.
Yeah, we actually took some of the green out. This was the selective color correction, where we went in and did that. So we had to do a little bit of that anyway, and then we did the image blend to kind of make it pop some more. This was just the image blend right here. Just made
Right. Yeah, it really made a difference.
I took some green out too. Image blend with soft light. Yeah, and then that looks like too much now, doesn't it? After looking at this.
No, I don't think it's it's not bad. The difference is not that much.
I don't know. It's like A, B. Which one do you like? This?
Right, which one you want?
And then you go back and I think I did it too much, and then you do it again. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, okay, but you got a list of stuff to do?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I pretty much do. This second one is how I do it though, so that's why I didn't write it now, because I do the same process. I stretch it in non-linear, and then, I think I like the linear fit one.
Yeah, this is the linear fit, and then
That's
just
what I'm
kind
gonna
of
start doing now.
just go real easy on all the dials.
and then you stretch it after you combine
versus
them.
that, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And that's a little bit crazy though. And you know, it could have been better.
yeah. You want it the more subtle, the better, to where.
You don't clip anything, and you just.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, actually, I cranked up the yellow. When I went into the selective color, I really cranked up the yellow because I thought I wanted the yellow to kind of.
Mm-hmm. But when you do that, you kind of lose all these nice variations in the details and shading.
And I think my initial Blair Exterminator thing wasn't that effective. I just did once and I just left. I think I could have done a little bit more, you know, like play by the ear, make sure it's clean before I actually, you know, because if I did one, I thought it should be okay. But I could have done twice. You know, I was thinking when you do twice, it's going to be too much. So nobody viewing it? It's saying one view though, or what? Or is anybody viewing your channel?
Just us.
I think I'm gonna go outside and take a look. I'm very curious. Put your hands in your pocket. No, I'm not joking.
One view.
One view, so somebody's actually logged in and watching.
Everybody's asleep. No, it went down to 0. Somebody looked and then said, okay, I'm going to bed. What does Chuck's look like? He's got it exposed a little bit more. Let's do.
I'm gonna go outside. I want to really see if I can see the red. It might be too late, but you know we can see the detail, and I think it's fine. Who wants to look at a dark room? We gotta see what's there. I'll be right back.
And he's been sitting there all this time. He's never even looked at it.
Yeah, I can do all this post, after I
Mm-hmm.
take the data, like when I process it, I can do all this stuff. This isn't actually changing the way it's saving. This is just the display. So, that looks like his.
Yeah, but you're getting that with a natural white on top over there.
Yeah, that's okay. I just want to.
Right, but that's natural though. I mean, because it's not full yet. And look at his too. You can tell his is not even full yet too.
Yeah, the Eclipse is this mine?
Yeah, no, that's mine.
Yeah, feeling better.
Like it doesn't have the full one yet. Like he has. You know, because you can tell his is.
These are both live views.
Mm-hmm.
It says 16 minutes to go till the full eclipse.
So where did he get the time from? Is he anticipating or how did he say, where does he get the 16 minutes from?
It's from online, like from Stellarium or whatever. You can look at Stellarium and see when it's going to be full. I was doing that the other night just to see like how high it was going to be in the sky. Do I have Stellarium in here? Did I load it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, I assume his looks about right. It's almost done. I'll do another one. It's getting 8 frames per second. 7.9.
But it's a lot smaller.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very small when you look at it in this way.
Oh, now he came back. Mm-hmm. Then he was going outside to see it. Yeah, it looks like you have to have my process down though. Then I think I'm gonna stick to a linear fill and go from there.
Yeah,
That's
try
what
it. Try it all different
Yeah.
ways because it teaches you how to. There's my Mars. It's pretty tiny. There's a polar cap though. That was with the C8. That was like 7,000 exposures and the top 5% stacked.
Wow, but you didn't put the C8 out tonight, right? You could have seen some of the stars for the C8.
No, because I have to put the color. I only have that one color
Oh.
camera that's doing that one now.
Right.
Yeah, that's. Is that a star? Are those stars?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, once it
Let's
gets
see if I
darker
move
though.
it. Yeah. I think, yeah, you can see stars because we've got the exposure.
Right, once it gets darker. And that's like a really cool time because people will only see the stars too.
Oh, that could actually do it. What do you call it? An occultation. Like when it goes right on the edge of the
On the edge of the
moon.
moon.
Yeah. There's some color noise.
Yeah, because I mean it's but when you stock it, I think you can.
Yeah, that's an occultation right there. Look at that. Oh, there it goes. Did you just see it disappear?
Mm-hmm.
That split second is used to measure, because someone else on Earth could do it, and it'll be a little bit later, and that's you can measure the distance to the moon very accurately with that
Oh, that.
split like within like a millisecond timing of those little occultations like that. That's how they. That's actually how they like 300 years ago figured out the orbits of all the planets and how far away they were. I was watching a thing about that. That was pretty cool. And it took them like, they had to do like 30, 40 years of data of orbits, and they had to calculate, like they had to do one here, wait till it got around again, and then the same, and just kept, and then kept getting these little points to get to get the curves.
Oh my God, that's a lot of.
Yeah, this one's gonna go here too. Let's see.
But the moon is slightly moving, right? That's why it sits on top of it. Or which one is moving? Right?
Yeah, like the Earth is moving, the moon is moving, the planets are moving. It's all, and they had to. It's like Kepler and Copernicus were fighting over. One of them had all the good data, and he didn't want to give it to the guy who knew how to use it to calculate it, because they each wanted credit. This was huge stuff. This was like inventing the nuclear bomb or whatever.
Right, he really could find that information out. So he didn't want to give it to the others. So what happened eventually?
Yeah, because they wanted to be in the history books. Is the guy who figured out the orbits.
No, it's me. No, it's you. No, it's me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then this was the skies were so clear for
I know
this.
this was nice though. Yeah,
That was insane.
I know. It's even NASA, man. That Jupiter we got was nice though. It's really nice.
With that little C8, that was like 4,000 images in best 5%. This star is going to be occulted too.
But it didn't capture any of the moons, right? No, Jupiter has some moons.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's the 4 Galilean moons that.
I heard about 70 something moons on Jupiter.
Yeah, probably a lot more than that. But the 4 main ones, they're actually, that might be one right there. But they're very faint compared to Jupiter. You have to overexpose Jupiter to get the moons. Yeah, it's yeah, you can't get Jupiter like this and the moons. They'll be like real faint.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, Jupiter was hardcore. I mean, because you hardly see Jupiter with the rings like that.
Actually, I think they're like the moons are lined up this way, like with the.
The next time you have to do you have to do Saturn.
Oh, the rings are flat on now.
Yeah, Saturn.
Next year when it goes around again.
Yeah, Saturn is really pretty though, because of the rings. It makes them more like interactive. People like to see Saturn more than Jupiter. Jupiter is nice because of the marble look, like this. I feel like Saturn is more interactive. It has
well, this has all these details that are always changing. Like you can look at this every day, and it spins every 10 hours. So you can, in one night, you can see almost the whole thing, the whole surface in one night, because it spins so fast. I don't know why these didn't get anything. This got the top pick. But yeah, it'll plate solve some of this stuff.
So you did the same linear fit for this too?
On this one, I think I stretched it before I combined it. I stretched it before to get, because I wanted all these details. Or else I couldn't get these details unless I custom fit the oxygen on this one.
So you literally stretched it in the non-linear stage?
Yeah, I did it that second way that we were doing.
So how do you decide which one to do though? What makes you want to do linear fit or the other? Or you do both and see which one is better?
I just tried both, and this one turned out better with what I was trying to do. But see how that purple stuff in the middle is not like overly blown out.
No, that's what mine though. I didn't know what I did, but it came out. I can't remember to do the result again too.
You just have to kind of just do it over and over and
Mhm.
just kind of
Yeah, I know exactly.
practice getting.
I'm actually going to be doing because
Sometimes it's just by accident that you get it like that. It's like I don't know. If I had to do this again, I probably couldn't. Well, I could now, but to get it, you know.
yeah, but there's a consistency though. You can tell like whatever you do almost comes out okay. So it's not like it's not winging it. There's some kind of method to it.
Oh, do you see this one where I put the HA?
Right, I know.
See how much HA you lose? This is the HA, but I put it in blue.
Okay.
But you know how HA is in green here,
Right.
in the sulfur, and see how much of it gets lost when you
Wow.
take the green, when it's just HA. When you when it's green and you remove the green.
There's a lot of detail down there that it doesn't come back in the room.
Yeah, you lose all that. That's kind of what I was showing with this. It said HA and blue on both of them.
Okay.
I was just coming up to check on y'all.
Oh, okay.
It's almost fully shadowed.
The live stream's at 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
At least when I checked a little bit ago, it might be sooner now.
You looked at the live stream?
It's still on downstairs.
Oh, it's Chuck's or ours?
This Chuck's is on downstairs.
This is ours though, because anybody that gonna look at this will see us.
There's nobody watching ours. This is.
I actually took you to texting pool. Nobody even bothered to see it.
There's Chuck's.
I think they're sleeping in Ghana right now.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Well, I said they will actually see it in Ghana too when it's sunset or sunrise.
It's like 8 hours ahead. It's like morning there. 8 in the morning or something.
So I mean, they how can they see it? They cannot see it though, right? Can they?
No, because the moon is on the. No, the moon's already set for them. No, I don't think they could see it at all.
It's just the Americas that can see it.
Yeah.
It's 6:51 right now in Ghana.
Yeah. So like daylight is coming here, so the moon is not even there. But I told this one. They said you'll be seen in a lot of different places, more places though.
Yeah, North and South America.
Yeah. See, if you look here, it shows you where it's visible, and it's not. It's only visible like here. As you get further over here, the moon's not the full. It's past the time of the moon's on the other side of the earth, or you're on the other side of the earth. You can't see the moon when the Earth's shadow passes in front of it because you're on the wrong side of the earth to see it.
I heard there's one coming soon, but that was going to be only in Asia.
There's two next year that are visible here. I was looking at a site that had like a nice, had like some of them are visible only from like down here.
Do they ever have one that will be visible in the whole world everywhere?
No, you can't, because the Earth, it would have to be. The Earth's shadow isn't over the moon for 24 hours to give the whole.
So it's only the side.
Everyone on Earth, it's only the side that's facing it while the actual shadow is going over it. It's not. It's only for 4 hours.
Right. Oh.
Right. Or 1 hour.
Right. We started at 10.
So if the Earth is turning and you're back here and the eclipse is happening, there's most of the Earth is not going to ever see it.
Oh, you're going to see the back.
Because there's only a 1 hour window. So only half of like the side that's facing it, the half of the Earth, the ones on the back during that hour are not going to see it.
All they're doing is throwing out the light for the red moon.
Yeah, what was
Is
that?
that what your paper?
Almost.
Yeah.
We've already passed. I started at around 600.
So you should be able to send it on Saturday.
What was it? There was a cool little maps I saw that. What was it?
They said, I think there was only going to be one late this year, but I think that's going to be an issue.
There's going to be two next year visible here that are kind of like this one. That are mostly around midnight, which is like the perfect. Like we have like the best view right here.
North America usually see a lot of these astronomy stuff though. Like I've noticed that a lot of times, at least North America will see it. Rarely that we don't see it.
It's all random.
No, Sammy.
Sammy. No.
Why are you doing? Sammy doesn't like
think
women.
Yeah, I
For
don't
some
know.
reason. I mean,
Well, he grew up with me and John. There was nobody else
Oh.
around.
Rather than being a misogynist.
He have to give you a.
because even when we go camping, he does that. Like whenever the women are coming, he kind of growls a little bit. I never hear him growl. He's never, he doesn't growl ever.
He's a nice dog, but
Yeah.
he hangs out front. I don't have to tie him up or
He's
anything.
my buddy. But anytime he sees the women there, then he starts this.
Oh God.
No, Sammy. Yeah, there's something wrong about him and women though. He's always been doing that. He doesn't like women for some reason.
Yeah, this is the kind of photo I want to
Oh.
do, like a collage like that. That's why I'm getting these. And I wanted to kind of look. Oh, this is fake though. See where they got
Yeah.
the light and the dark. That's not.
That's not right.
That's.
And then
that's not
also,
how it
right, so you
looks.
see, well, they did it like, they almost, so did they compensate it with like a tree thing and put it on there too? But you can actually take a nice picture of like a
Put
tree
a
situation.
background on
Right.
it, a landscape.
And let it just almost like, or you could do downtown Phoenix, some of the buildings there, and let it almost like set it on top of it.
Yeah, I wanted to get one where they were kind of in a circle.
Oh, with the moon in the center?
Yeah, like kind of like this, but with like 15 or 20 of them in there. Where was it?
Then, and
There
with
was a real nice one in
the
here.
moon in the middle.
Yeah,
think
with the
that
full, with the big red one, with this red one in the middle, like that.
And then everybody else around it.
And then like these, like kind of all around it.
Remember, we did one like that though before, right? We did some eclipse like that. We had
It
the.
was like the moon phases.
Yeah, we did some before. Yeah, we had a couple of the images
It's
and we
kinda
set
like
it up. It
this,
wasn't a
but-
Yeah, I
lot.
think Asia's getting a full lunar eclipse later this year.
Right.
Asia.
Yeah,
mainly.
right. That's what I was thinking. I'm sure there was one coming.
Where's the?
I think that was
nice
that
one
was
that
one of,
perfect.
that was on we saw one on
I sent it to you.
we saw one on Astrovan.
Yeah, this one. I sent it. Yeah, like this. I want to
Oh.
do that,
Okay, but
but with the red one in the
center.
middle. Maybe I don't know. Whatever. This one in the middle. It's still not. The shadow's gonna go. It's still going that way.
So do you have to almost like stack it? Because then you have to almost like stack the individual stars, individual moons together, a sharp.
Yeah,
image.
there's 200. What I do is I'll do. Well, nobody's watching it, but I use.
There's gonna be a lot of data from
Where am I saving? Oh, they're saved into
the
here.
NAS though.
Let's how much do I have in here so far? No, it's only 23 gigs. Let's see how many. This is how many of little video
Okay, so far.
files. Okay, that's not too bad. And I have the timestamp, so I know they're about 10 minutes apart. Starting at 8:40, 9:20, 9:40, 9:50, 10, 10, 10, 10, 20.
So it's all 200 in each one.
11, 11, 11, 11, 20, 11, 26, 11, 27, 11, 20, 11, 58. I thought I just did some.
Thank you, Cursine. I appreciate that.
Oh, here they are. 47, so I got another 2
Tyler,
minutes.
welcome. Enjoy the tour. Thank you.
Do another one.
That means you didn't actually even turn red yet. You just overexposed it to get that red right now.
It looks red outside. It's just like not
Yeah.
as bright of a red.
It's just real, yeah, it's real dim. It's like, well, it's in the shadow of the Earth. It's like almost like a new moon, except for the rim of orange from the sunset
That's
bending around the
right.
Earth.
It's just exposing on it. What is chalk house right now?
Yeah, we'll have to get all these. Do you know how to make a circle and then stack them all evenly around
Yeah,
a
yeah.
circle so that they're all evenly
Even
spaced?
space, yeah. So if we, do, I mean, if we kind of stack it all, we can do that. But we just have to have a ring around it, and then you put it
Yeah,
out in that.
I can do it with this. This is my CNC software that I use to design stuff with.
Or you could use this. Like the design, right?
Yeah, but I can make circles and put them in a like
In-
text in an arc and do
Oh,
all
okay.
the stuff that I do on the CNC out there. I know how to do that, but I'm sure Photoshop has a
Oh yeah.
where you can
So-
say make 12 things evenly
Evenly-
spaced and kind of shrink and grow it like, to get them perfectly centered
Turn it around.
and have the spacing between them so you don't have to physically place them. It'll stick them all in there for you.
Around in the same distance from the middle.
Yeah,
one.
you can make like the circle bigger or smaller and it'll equally space them. Maybe have you do that.
Yeah. I think it's already did that before.
Is yours still? Yours is probably done because it's the tadpole set.
Oh, you mean the yeah? Oh, and today was actually a good time to do it though too, because it's dark already.
Yeah, I think you'll.
Tired.
I was gonna move right here, and then I saw
Sammy.
Sammy. I'm like,
There's
oh no,
yours.
he's gonna park. He's
No.
not gonna park
No,
again.
no, he's not. He's doing it.
No. You're a weird dog. No.
Sammy doesn't like
Is
the
yours
women.
done?
Remember when we went to these when we went camping? He didn't like those women that were coming near to your camper.
Yeah, yours is done. Yours is parked.
So then they go to the moon.
Why
Why
are
is
those
it
out of
on there?
focus? Must have been clouds or something.
There's
Yeah,
some of
see your H. Yeah, those little clouds. Yeah, see you got clouds here, and then it was dark when it got the rest of your shots. What was
some
your
of those
guiding?
are working.
1.1. It's crappy towards the end. High
Yeah, let's
clouds.
point it to the moon, see what it will see. This is all.
You guys can help me reach 500.
Okay. Yeah, when I'm done, I save it so it saves the number of shots, and then it should be parked, and then I shut off the.
So do we have enough of the tadpoles though, right?
Yeah,
So-
you're good. We got plenty. Shut that. Then I turn off.
That might be a lot to ask.
Turn that
I
off.
need about 400
$12:02. It should be about peaking.
I forgot I could have sent it
Full
to you.
eclipse. Yeah, we're in full eclipse now. I'll go look. So basically, it's just going to be the reverse of what led up to this.
Right. So it's gonna be just.
Oh, he's got 7,000 people watching now. Started streaming 8 hours ago.
Yeah, but then you have to be here to almost
Those are his subscribers.
after.
Look at his subscribers going up.
Really gonna get there today. Maybe not in this day, but definitely in a half hour from now.
We don't need that big.
Well, see, so in Detroit it's what 3 a.m. now. It's almost daylight. It's almost
3 a.m. while we're in Detroit.
yeah, it's almost morning.
Yeah, so if I can get rid of all this stuff, I could reproduce all that if I
So
want.
what will my scope see? My scope will just see that just black and white. I think the camera will just see that. It wouldn't see no color. Or is there a way you
You
can
could look
actually-
at the moon. Yeah, here.
You just see just the moon.
Yeah.
But don't forget, are you capturing or you just oh, it's not there yet. It's almost
Oh, thanks for becoming.
Yeah, I've been clicking this every 10 minutes or so.
I appreciate that.
you almost have like a little
I have more data than I need.
but you didn't get enough of the yellow one though. Of the red one.
The what?
You get enough of the red moon?
What do you mean?
I mean, like you get enough of this.
Well, I think when it's partially red and it just blows it out and looks stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna get the red and then the part where it's dark and then just have where it's exposed for the light part.
Right.
I think it's gonna look stupid if I have it red and then it's just all blown out, all clipped. That's gonna look dumb.
I know a lot of people have that. It looks so weird that you wonder what the hell is that though? How it doesn't really match up.
But if you want to go to, this is your dad's scope here. We're not going to need that. We're not going to guide. If we go to imaging,
Yeah, the moon.
orbitals,
Oh, okay, yeah.
load, if we update all these, this has comets, asteroids, everything. If we go to James Webb Space Telescope, load the moon, let's frame it. So we can make the scope go to it. It's looking at the spot in the sky where the moon is. It'll pop up. There, right there, and then we go slew. So now it's moving to that spot. You see it? The scope is moving if you looked out there. Probably not going to be right on it because
Yeah,
it doesn't park exactly where
it's that. So you can just have to move it here.
so it should be bright on part of it. Do you have, oh, I did put this in here. Okay.
Shock cap.
Yeah, that's easier to use. So okay, so we want to track. Okay. Oh, I got to turn off the camera now or else it won't be happening. I have to disconnect the camera here, but everything else is okay. And then I can connect to it here.
Oh, it's an idea. It's in Shop Cup will use a camera instead.
Yeah, but it'll still connect to the focuser and everything else. Okay, so let's change. Let's set your exposure. Oh, it's set really low.
Alright, go to Astro.
You need to, well, it's right in the middle of, it's gonna
The
have,
focusing will be the same, right? Since it's attribute.
yeah, we didn't change anything, so we're gonna have to make it really bright. What do I have this on? What's this? What's the exposure? 130 milliseconds. So
Oh.
that's a third of a second. Let's turn the gain up. There, it's got something. Let's change the speed to 32. Hopefully something will pop.
Out of the blue.
Might
right?
have to go out there and manually. Oh,
Slap
there it
it.
goes. Is that? There it is. There's the moon. Oh, it's on one of the narrowband filters. That's why.
Oh, that's
So it's really dark. It's the filters block a lot of the light. Let's put it
Oh,
on the
that's
L.
on,
Is the L the bright one? There you go.
Yeah.
There's the moon on your dad's scope.
I wish I had a color camera though. When I find it also.
There, it's in focus pretty much. Oh, it's red, right? Let's put the red filter. That's gonna be darker. Oh, okay. Turn the gain up. Turn the zoom in.
So even if when you get this, right, and you can still convert it to
There's the big ass
color.
I could make it one color, but yeah. How is that going the other way? Is your focuser? Yeah, it's connected. It'll actually focus. Okay. Let's change that to 15. Focus it. Better or worse?
It looks like the same.
You gotta get a crater. do like 50 on that course. Yeah, it's focusing.
You guys have an observatory at your campus?
We do. It's open on Fridays.
Oh, really? Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm.
There. Ooh.
So you think they're gonna be watching the eclipse tonight in the observatory?
I mean, if they can get past the snow.
Is it really
The
bad out there?
roll.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's just right. So it's just
That's the whole, there's Tycho. Why is it still bright over there? Do we have to get right in the middle?
yeah. I was thinking it's been that long though. You should be able to.
This is the view outside my friend's apartment.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
It's Scott. This is Flagstaff.
Oh my God, ew. My daughter went to NAU
Yeah, I
for
was
4
telling
years
her.
up there, yeah.
What'd she major in?
Medicine of some sort.
Hmm.
Is that a hot pixel? That's a hot pixel on your camera.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. We calibrate it for all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
She's at majoring in neuroscience.
And for pre-med,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
doing pre-med right now. How's that going?
It's going pretty good. I'm kind of just taking. Oh, there's another hot pixel. I think.
Right
I'm
there?
just taking the prereqs right now.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing an intro to neuroscience this semester.
Yeah, that's a prereq.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, you can't take like any other intro, or you can't take any other neuroscience class.
So what ones are you going to be taking next semester?
I don't know yet, actually. Classes have opened, but I need to meet with an advisor, and it's kind of backed up right now. So once I meet with my advisor, I'll know what classes I'm taking.
Ugh, it's way down there. Keeps drifting that way, so I'm gonna put it over
You're still tracking, right? I remember the first time it wasn't tracking, it kept.
there. Yeah, it got turned off somehow. I think this got clicked. Sometimes you track like lunar, you track sidereal and it works better than lunar. Sometimes I've never tried both.
You had Chuck said I think he reached 5,000 subscribers. He's probably getting people ghosts in this thing.
Well, he gets people like sharing it with other people, saying, "Hey, look at this guy, Chuck's got stuff."
He seems excited.
Yeah, he likes his likes and subscribers. Where's my? Oh, it's behind this window there. Yeah, it's just so. Use your linear fit and just be very just very careful with all these things without stretching it. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little too much. I probably did too much there between this and this.
Compared to mine.
That's too much.
If you're doing too much, and I did over.
And then this is even more. That's from that to this one. This one's probably better than, yeah, this one is. I don't like this one. This image blend was too much. I think it lost detail in there.
I mean, you didn't clip anything though, it's like everything.
Well, let's see if we you hold the control and then zoom them in. Yeah. Some of the detail right here and right here, it's a little better over here.
Yeah, I think this is more saturated a little bit though, that's how it looks.
Yeah.
But the yellow is more pronounced here than, yeah, it's almost kind of orange.
But there's more, the dark and light right here versus right here, it kind of disappears. I think I'm gonna stop using the image blend. I don't like what that does.
Well, yours is kind of subtle though. Mine, when I go there, it almost makes it look, like that's what my
Yeah.
my soul nebula, that's what the image blend did that to it. That's what made it that way.
or just turn back the settings on it, the opaque, the opaqueness.
Opacity.
Yeah. See this dark, and it just kind of loses
So
itself
for you,
in there.
which one is better though? 'Cause I
That
think,
one.
yeah, okay. This one goes to the more
This one's
yellow.
missing detail. It's like like this part right here. See all this stuff? It's just blobbed out right here. Here you can see more shapes. I think the soft light loses the detail now. I don't like that.
But they all image blend though. You know that, right? They all image blend.
No, I think I did something else to. Yeah, I guess they are, but I did something else there that knocks some
It's
details
just that I
out.
think the saturation here looks more than this one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, I think I
when you do stuff, just zoom in and just look at the differences and see, and that'll tell you rather than just the overall. Oh, this looks great without looking at all the little stuff in there. You have to zoom in and look at everything. Just go around the whole thing and just make sure it's all the stuff is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all over again. Luckily, what I did was I saved everything. So all I'm gonna do is look at it again, and then if I have to do the block stimulator once more, and go ahead and add the linear fit and do it. But most of it, all I did, I saved it that way already. So.
Or just start over and just do it real careful the whole.
Yeah, but but what I did was I actually saved it. Is there a way you can save everything at once in Pixel site?
You can save everything as a project in one file if you open it as a.
Okay.
Right here, save project, and it'll save all this stuff, all this stuff here. But I've never done that. I don't
Yeah,
really
but sometimes
care.
pain in the butt.
So include images, previews, interface states, icons.
But sometimes
all
it's a
that
pain in the
stuff.
butt trying to save everything. Because when I do that, whenever I take out the stars, I try to save them, right? But then I don't want to be like saving each and every one.
Oh, I just save each file, like in my masters. Like when I'm processing, I'll do where is it, gaming? Like the place where it saves. Like when I do the WBPP,
right.
it saves the masters. It saves the. What the fuck? I don't know. But when it where it saves all this stuff, this is where I just save.
You save, say if I do the.
I'll save the H,
star
the S, and
examiner.
the O, and then the starless,
Right.
and then the stars. I'll
Everything
usually.
back in there.
I don't think I did that. I just saved my final stuff, and then I save a 4K version that I put into AstroBand and keep the. See, some of these are like 1.2 gigabytes. That final O2, I can't put that on AstroBand. So I make a 4K that's only 70 megs or a 28 megs for the final Photoshop one like that. That's HOO for the Seagull.
Right.
I didn't use sulfur. And you end up with a lot more hydrogen that you could use.
So the sulfur is just the blue that comes in the bottom.
No, that's oxygen. I didn't use any sulfur. It's HOO. You put H in the red, O in the green, and O in the blue.
Right.
HOO.
So the oxygen, right. So the oxygen means there's no sulfur, but then why come the oxygen? The oxygen is blue though, right?
Yeah, you put it in the blue and the green. That's what HOO is.
Right.
You put it in the blue and the green, and the HA goes in the red instead of sulfur. In SHO, the H goes in the green and the sulfur is in the red.
But then when you get done, like the Seagull you showed almost shows red. I mean, it almost seems like okay.
That's because it's all hydrogen. I put hydrogen in red. HOO.
Then so what happened to the oxygen then? You didn't see the oxygen.
The oxygen goes in the blue and the green. That's what all this, the blue and the green is oxygen. This is the HOO that I first combined before I started doing color stuff. But see the bluish greenish. That's all the oxygen, and then the red is the hydrogen.
Just straight high fidelity.
Yeah, I did. Look in here.
You know, I was worrying all day about the marine.
This is HOO. This is SHO. That's that's exactly the same data, and a lot of the yellow or the red and yellow is from the sulfur. And if you do just HOO, which is hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen, that bluish, greenish is from the oxygen.
Okay.
So there's no sulfur at all in this one. I just mapped the hydrogen to red. There's only H alpha and O3. But you get a lot more red down here because of the hydrogen. When you do it in SHO, all this hydrogen is missing because it's green.
So you
And,
take
and,
it out.
it, and it gets removed. Yeah, that's
I
kind of
see
why
that.
I should put those on top of each other so when you mouse over it, it switches like this one, yeah.
Right. You see what you're missing when you take out the green.
Yeah.
You done? You tired? You was going?
Um,
At this point, the fun is almost over. But what is this? It still didn't change over. Like the you still have the you still have the. It didn't fully turn to the red yet.
I think we're in the full. It's fully in the shadow.
yeah, it's
I
like
don't-
that for another 11 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why that side. Maybe this will start to get bright over here. Maybe that side's just brighter for some reason. I don't know. Or maybe it's not perfectly lined up with the Earth's
Mhm.
shadow. It's one that's not exactly in the middle of it. It's kind of going to the side of the, like here's the Earth's shadow, like this. Yeah, it's around the moon's kind of going like this rather than
Than
right
in
through
the
the
middle.
middle. And
So it's one side.
this
that's
side's maybe a little lighter just because it's getting more Earth, something like that. Yeah, it like never goes exactly through exactly in
Right.
the middle. It's always going to be
sideways. This is round.
partial, or sometimes it's actually this is a partial when it's actually like this, and the shadow only gets across like half of the moon. But we're going
The
through
total
like that.
goes the center.
Ah. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Well, I guess you don't need the rest of the half because you can just take those
Oh, and do the same thing.
and just you don't
Just right. We did a
copy
reverse.
them. Well, no, people would notice because it's going to come out the other.
The other
Because it
side.
went like this, and now it's going to be like this, so you need to have all of
Right.
that.
You can have all that. Be able to
You
get
gotta
a
stay
full
up
cycle.
for another
But it has to come from the other side.
hour and a half. That's the latest I've been up in a long time.
I know. I was wondering how you were going to be up though. I mean, then when it started getting cloudy, I said, "Oh, I bet
I couldn't
that is
sleep
going to be good."
last night because I was sick. I kept waking up. I couldn't sleep. Okay, well that's good. You got some more instruction with this.
Yeah, I'm glad. At least
It's
we made
just-
the time.
It's just real subtle, just little
Yeah, I'm gonna
small
go over
adjustments.
and do everything again because I'm glad I have everything saved too. So I don't have to do the start later again.
Yeah.
I did all that.
But yeah, that's your data from your camera. Looks good. There's no noise or anything. Did it save that? Oh yeah, I saved it.
Okay, I guess you can repart the scope.
Are you going to that star party next
When?
weekend or in 2 weeks
Where they didn't stop party?
at that same place?
Or at the Wickenberg place?
No, well, where we met last
Uh-huh.
time, there was supposed
Right.
to be a big star party, but it was just that spot where you got lost and had
Mhm.
to come back.
Oh, you mean the
There's going to be a big one out there in 2 weeks. It's a Messier marathon. All the M101
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I'm gonna go out like Monday and stay there for a week just because it's dark skies and
Yeah, and just do some work. Okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna do the marathon crap. I just want to go out there.
Right,
for
that's what I
dark
was gonna say
skies.
that because I won't be there for the marathon. I mean, if you're
Yeah,
going,
I
then
got
I'll
no
come.
interest in that. I just want to image.
Yeah, if you're going, then I'll come. I'll come for the weekend. I just come up for cause I'm off Thursday. So it's 2 weeks, right? Yeah. So when I get off, I can come. Um, yeah, I can come for the weekend. So do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe. And I come back on a Sunday. So I could do that. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't mind, you can take this because I'll come over there.
Oh yeah,
I'll come hang out.
when you got a few days, I would just go through this whole Stretch Academy. He talks about there's multiple GHS tour, the just you know all the different kinds of ways of stretching and what it means and how to do it very carefully so you don't lose anything. Mid-toe and slow stretching. I don't use masking for anything. I've never used a mask.
I don't like the mask though. You can make mask.
I think that's like old ways of doing stuff. I don't like with the tools we have now. You don't need to mask it because you have the tools are so good. You don't need to exclude parts of the image.
So what date is the marathon? In 2 weeks from.
It's in.
Well, yeah, I can do that.
It's. Oh, he's got his stupid little voice thingy on there. Where's the
calendar? Right there. You gotta do some updates.
Oh, adjust. Why do I do the little? It usually pops up a little.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What do you do to it? Is it click on the date? No, right? No, right in the bottom. Right click on that one. Because it pops up the calendar naturally. What do you do?
Yeah, I know. I used to do it on Windows.
Oh,
It used to pop it up and it there.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
It's on the 28th and 29th, and I'm gonna go like Monday or Sunday because this is gonna be all new moon.
Right.
From here, it's all very dark. So probably I'll be up here till I come back. Like my daughter's having her baby any time here between now and end of March. But we're gonna go see her at the end of April after all the other people have been. All the other grandmas and help and everybody. Her mom.
So you want to come back at the end, right? By the. Yeah, I can come Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like 8 or 9, 10 days just to image.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, leave Sunday. Yeah, but no, I don't want to do the messy marathon crap. I'm not in for that bullshit. I mean, they always be doing somewhere. When you want to image, they be doing all this different stuff that doesn't even matter. Yeah, I remember there was, what's his name likes it though, not Tom, is it Tom? He likes those messy marathons though.
They're all visual. They just like the chat. And they like the social aspect of it. I'm not that into it.
No, I can do the Thursday, probably maybe, take Wednesday, Thursday. I do, I can come there for a couple days.
But you know where it is now.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Use your GPS on your phone.
I don't even need it now. I mean, it's straight shot.
You have my location. I shared it with you. I haven't stopped sharing
Right, exactly. I have it on the Gmail.
Just go to where my.
But now I know where it's at though. Just make the right. I made a left instead,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna come that late either.
Yeah, it's much easier during the day. But you have the GPS. That should have got you within 5 feet.
Oh god, yeah, that day was crazy though, man. I was almost losing it. I was really losing it. God, it wasn't even that far. But yeah, no, you go to the dark skies over there. That's why too. I wouldn't come over there and get some.
I did some weird. This is the fox fur, the cone. I tried some different colors on that. That's like a HOO kinda, but I did some selective color correction.
How about you mix HOO with SHO? What do you get? Like
HOO is you put hydrogen in red, oxygen in blue, and oxygen in green.
Right.
And then I kind of changed the green to like a little more blue to get all these little details in there.
I'm gonna head back downstairs. I said I'm gonna head back
Yeah,
downstairs.
yeah, okay.
Look, it's starting to get brighter over here now. Yeah, but just to make that look all dusty like it is.
Look more natural.
Yeah. It's a little pink. I guess I could have made it a little more yellow, but I just like
Oh, a little
that.
more red. Well, it looks like there's red up in most of the stuff in space is red done.
This is Hubble's Variable Nebula. That's a famous thing that actually changes brightness over like a few weeks.
Oh, really?
You can get it in like different states if you keep shooting it. It changes. It's called Hubble's Nebula. I guess he discovered it or something. Yeah, that tack is so sharp.
I know, right? That tack is bad though. That's why some of the images that you do, you can't really compare. Because mine, you can tell you cannot. This thing almost is together, but the tack actually distinguishes from this and that. Initially I thought it was just a V opening. I didn't know it was another object right in there.
Yeah, you can do all that with yours. You just gotta very carefully stretch. Just do very small,
incremental.
Just a little bit. Yeah, you don't. Just do a little bit because you can always stretch more, but you can't unstretch. Because it took me like 100 times of just stretching stuff to figure that out to get. So we have all this nice even stuff where nothing is blown out. It all looks natural, like nothing is out of place. And there's good dark parts, there's light parts, but none of it is.
Like the color is not imbalanced.
Is blown out, yeah. Like this stuff it looks real. Like this looks like something you could just go there and like touch. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. It doesn't really pop. This is the same image, but I did SHO. That's exactly the same data. I just turned it like this because I thought it looked better, and just did it a little differently.
Unless you get the blue in the bottom.
There's that Hubble's Nebula. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, the plate solving does all this stuff for you.
Oh, whilst we had it, can we put the rest of the tadpole on there too? Since we got.
It's all on It's on the Mixcloud.
Already?
It's already there. It automatically saves to.
Oh, okay. Because I got some of the HA and I got some of the software. But alright, yeah.
Here, let me see. It automatic. Yeah, I just have tech. Mixcloud. Yeah, yours shows just your stuff. I'm an admin, so it shows all the stuff, but it's all in.
Oh, so anything you do for me just comes directly here?
It goes straight into raw data under 2024 tadpoles. There's tadpoles.
Because initially one time I saw it just everything on there and open.
All of your raw data. This is all of your stuff from last summer. Oh, here it is. Oh,
Alphabetical order.
It actually just goes to your raw data, like what's recording now. So your tadpoles is in there. So all your tadpole data is up to date as of tonight. So we just added a bunch more sulfur. This is all of your.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna blink them.
So it should have. That's a lot of H. And then O.
Some stuff.
There's like probably 30 more S's.
Yeah, I had some S already. I tried it. I downloaded them already. So.
300. You got 300 there. That's good. And the light and the flats and all that are in the calibration and master darks. Use these. Those are from. Usually put the date. I should put the date.
It's all master dark, master flat. Okay.
2 months ago. Yeah, that's fine.
So it's the masters, right? So I can just.
You can just grab this and your lights and you're done.
Okay.
It's got your darks, your 300-second dark, and then your flats. And your dark flats.
So with the masters, right, I can put them in the same as darks. I can add them as darks. Right? You know how in WBPP,
Yeah, when it says like darks, or you can just grab these and just throw them in.
in darks. Okay.
And your lights, and it'll automatically know what all those
Mhm.
are for. Just verify that, you know, when you do when it sorts them by lights, flats, and has a little green check marks by
It's the
everything.
same, mhm.
Just make sure it's all, oh, it's starting to pop out.
We're at the end of the full eclipse.
And then the you know in WPP like the drizzle, right? The most important thing is the drizzle.
Just make sure you select all of them.
All of it, right? The drizzle, all, yeah.
The drizzle works better the more subs you have, I found out. But anything over 50 or 60 is fine. But if you have like hundreds, it works even better.
Well, the full eclipse
Like that's a
ends
lot of
at
data.
3:31. It ended.
Yeah, I did the seagull and it was pretty nice.
Are we in this phase now?
Yeah, it adds some nice resolution.
Eclipse phase.
And then you could sharpen it and it just adds even more with the blur exterminator. Is that a star?
Yeah, as soon as it's getting darker, somebody will start. So I just have to blink them and then just put them in it.
So we're starting to get, we need to turn that down. Whoops, I was turning that down when it was captured.
Falling asleep, yeah. Right.
Yeah, see that shadow is right
Mhm.
there. Let's get one
Yeah,
there.
like you said, you can't use the other one because the other one, the shadow was on the
Yeah,
other
this will
side.
just be white. It'll look stupid.
Mhm.
But you can see how somebody took the light and dark and
And just
stuck them
plopped
in
it
it.
there.
It didn't look very good.
Folks, move along, move
So I'll figure out how to just arrange them so it looks cool. Yeah, so all your stuff. Yeah, when I went in Nina, I didn't put it in 2024. It's just in raw. It's just in raw data,
Raw data.
and then the name of the object. Yeah, you have access to this,
Mhm.
right? And this should upload. This has 300 megabits per second upload. If I do speed test, should be
You
300
can do
up
the
and
upload,
300
right?
down.
That's the problem, yeah.
But it'll do 300 up as well. It's like faster uploading than that's down. That's pretty good. I have like this. I could get 1 gig up and down, but I
Oh,
don't
really?
want to
So
pay
you have the
for
fiber
it.
optic, right? So
Yeah, we ran it around the house. There's upload, so it's the same as the download,
My Starfoot Observatory
basically.
monthly fees for many months to come.
So
This hobby pays
yeah,
for
cool.
itself.
I'm gonna pick it up and then do some blink it and then do because
yeah, it's pretty quick. Yeah, so it's in your Vincent stuff, and then raw data, and then tadpoles. Yeah, I had it up in 24, but when I set up Nina, I just have it put it in raw data, and then under the name of the thing, and then the telescope,
Really good.
and then lights,
Today
and then
was
under light
playing good. It was healthy.
versus
The
whatever
wasn't
else.
too crazy.
That's. Do you have all of this
yeah, I think
off except for
moved.
this?
Yeah, I think I moved most of them right now.
So I can get rid of all this stuff except tadpoles.
Tadpoles, yeah, I should be able to.
So whatever you are current, I'll just keep. Okay.
Plus, most of them are kind of old. I can't even connect them anyway still, but you know, still okay to have. Actually, I was able to get I have a Veil Nebula there that I just put it together, and I actually had to be working on it again.
I've got 11.6 terabytes free. I put everything on there.
I still got room.
All of my media, movies, TV, all of my astro data, processing, everything.
So all you need probably just add more. So you can add more of the drives to it, right?
I can't just add a drive. I have to do some other stuff. You have to it's like all Linux.
Reinitialize it.
It's like all Linux. It's all command line stuff. Like I can go in the shell here. do all the stuff that I have to do. It's not fun if you don't like Linux,
I
but
know,
but
Linux
it
is-
works great.
I know, but Linux is the back end of everything, though.
Yeah, I know.
Everything.
It
I
works.
mean, anything.
That's the Mixcloud server is on an Ubuntu.
Really got it underexposed here.
I don't know how I got that. Yeah, this is the
No, I don't get that to
Ubuntu
work.
machine.
So what did you hear from Pascal? I could have sent Pascal the link to see this thing.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he's
He did nothing. Okay, so we're coming out. There's the. Yeah, what should I do? So now I should put it back on what I had it. 0.781.
And see if it's going to be balanced or the same.
God, that's like 1,000 times less exposure. It was on 12 8 milliseconds down to 0.8.
Oh God, yeah.
100 times the.
But then yeah, that wouldn't show the rate so much though.
This one. Yeah, it keeps moving. Oh, I need to. I think it's on. Why is it on custom rate? Why does it do that? It's not even. Yeah, I can't. Wait, can I track? No, I can't track with the guiding because the moon is moving relative to the
Oh,
stars. The
okay.
moon's orbiting.
Right.
So it moves like 15 degrees a day, with the
Right. That's
against
why
the background.
No.
So you have to have lunar tracking if you're gonna do it all night. Here, is that a cool one? Yeah, you can see some of the. Let's do that one. These will go a lot faster with. We're doing 30 frames a second now.
So then you when you edit it, that's you can get a color out.
Yeah, I basically do a stack of 200,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll get an image, and then I'll get another stack of 200, and then I'll have all these, and then I'll process each one of those through PixInsight through the process container.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have all maybe 30 images, and I do if I want to rotate them all a certain way, I can put them all in this process container and then get my rotate. I'll rotate one of them and then save that, and then use that little arrow and drop it off as a process, and then apply that process to the whole container, and it'll do all of them.
The same way.
That's how you make those little solar animations when you do. You take like 100 images every, every 8 seconds. You do like a video, and then you have to process all those into one GIF that has like an animation.
Oh.
You have to align them. There's a software that'll align them all, so it doesn't jump around. Like this thing will know where the moon is when I do it. So that's why I'm not worried about moving it around here, because it'll auto center it, or line them up, auto align or whatever. I don't know if it'll do it. Yeah, it should do it with that.
Yeah, you should be able to see the edges though.
I just want to make sure that doesn't run off. Can increase it a little.
Looks like it's starting to get bright on the left.
Right on the left, yeah.
Chuck is saying, yeah.
Chuck's been doing this for 8 hours.
Oh,
Oh, he's a machine.
wow.
He's probably making a shitload of money. People giving him $20, $10.
Oh, that's
Because
subscribers.
they just gift him that. Like here, because they like what he's doing, and they just gift him $10, $5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't get like,
You ever watch him?
no.
People will when there's a big event like this, he always does it because he probably makes $2,000 or $3,000 just sitting there doing what we're doing, and a bunch of people watching and going, ooh, they don't know they just think it's super cool, like what we do in the Grand Canyon, but they're paying him.
Right.
Yeah.
That Grand Canyon thing.
Yeah,
man,
we have it all wrong. We pay for all the gas.
Right.
They don't give us.
And then when you
anything.
go there, you still have to pay for the T-shirt and all this crap.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy needs to get some sponsors though for that stuff. When you drive all the way, now you gotta go there and spend money.
You get free cab. Yeah, but you're working all day. What the hell?
Oh, please, camping. What
All
does that do though? I wish they give us one of those rooms there. How about they make us sleep in one of those little rooms they have there?
Cabins. Yeah, I'd rather stay in my camper.
Right.
There's
Well-
nothing in there. It's a nice bathroom. But, oh, I'm looking at. I'm gonna order one of these. I'm looking at This guy, these fifth wheels,
Oh, damn.
loaded with solar, and it's got 200 gallons of
Water.
water underneath here. A bedroom in the front, big bath here on the side with the shower, and then this whole back is kind of like mine, but like another 8
Extended.
feet longer, and it'll have 2 beds that go up and down like that to take grandkids. And then Tanya's got a bed in the front here, and then a full-size fridge like we have in there.
Oh wow, that's.
And but it has like the kitchen, you know, kind of like what we have, like the one I have, but it's got the bed in the front, and this is a little bigger.
This is more roomier though.
And you can fit like a whole Jeep, like an actual Jeep, in the back, and my truck will pull it. There's the floor plan. You've got
Wow,
a
look
bed,
at the shower.
like a lot more. Yeah, it's 4 feet long, and got like actual storage, like a bunch of cabinets and shit in here. Big fridge, kind of like what we have, but I'll have like a bench with my monitor and computer. And we actually have a dinette and then the bed and everything. So we have a table that will be set up permanently, and we can bring our quads and dirt bikes and stuff if we, go. 4,000-pound ramp door. Yeah, so it's big TV there, TV in here.
And you can open it back and do your demonstration like this one is too. Remember how that one you can open the back there and have the display?
Oh, yeah. 36 feet versus 22 feet. But yeah, these are all aluminum.
Even better than the one you have.
Oh, way better. Yeah, the whole frame's made out of aluminum. There's no wood in there to rot. The top is solid aluminum.
Aluminum rings on it and everything.
The closest one I could find used is like in North Carolina. They're kind of a small outfit.
So you opted for them to just build this new?
Yeah, I gotta order it and probably go drive out to Indiana and pick it up, or they'll charge $8,000 to deliver it. Fuck that! I'll go do that for $8,000.
Well, you go with your Astro
It costs
stuff,
a lot
and then
less than that to go spend a couple days driving out there and then drive it back.
stop somewhere in the way and do some Astro.
Yeah. Hope the market will look at the stock market. It's not liking the Trump tariff stuff.
I know, right? The people are getting freaky about it now.
I'm gonna have to stop this. Nobody's watching here.
He has his red though. He has